All right. Well, some people have tuned in. So we had 2 viewers. Someone heard us talking about just Devil May Cry and left immediately. Good move, honestly.
Yeah,
Can't
I mean,
blame them.
that's solid. That's
No,
solid.
there's really no indication we were going to get started, so I don't blame them. I'm sorry. If you catch this on YouTube, that's my bad. All right, so let's do a little recap. I made a post on Reddit about this, expecting to get lambasted once again for being a merciless jackass. But everyone was very happy about our French drunken master monk and his escapades last week. I didn't mention at any point that you were a drunk Frenchman because I thought that might take away from the story, so I only left that in the replies. Yeah, so last week we started off down the south in the midst of a combat with Desmir Shadowdusk, a Death Knight, as well as a bunch of wraiths that were kind of kicking your guys' ass, to be perfectly honest. Fitz got down here and was like, well, my companion got turned to ash a while ago in that other Reddit post we made that got me blasted. And now this place seems real dangerous. I think I'm just going to go be a petty thug that is level 17 and fuck up the whole world. So he left to go do that. He was invisible the whole time, so the person stalking him to keep his genie, the genie ring he has, our little Durger friend, or our big Durger friend, sent by the floor 21 Durgar, was following him around to make sure he gave that ring back, but he fucked off. Simultaneously, with his departure after you guys beat the Death Knight, you found a weird urn that basically looked like a nice crystal vase that had a custom cork just fucking jammed in there and some weird sloshy liquid inside of it. You guys shook that up a bit, popped the cork, and out came a little goopy boy named Babel, who is, honestly, he's just a good boy who has incredible psychic powers, and I think a mind flayer floating around in there somewhere. He's mechanically, he's a plasmoid, a Baron Mind sorcerer. Our previously mentioned Duragar is a rune knight who has a dwarven thrower and basically just turns, tenderizes meat from 20 feet away the whole session, getting various sizes as we go. Just really fucks people up.
I haven't even reached my max potential yet.
Uses reactions every round to do nonsense that no fighter has any right to do, but I love it. The rules also very unclear with how these interact with Wall of Force, much to the appreciation of our bugbear drunken master monk, who got just locked in a room with a Dracolich, a Grey Slod, a giant Grick, and an Archmage. Just because you guys, after you beat that fucking Death Knight, you walked up to the left and you just ran right into a Dracolich. You started fighting him, absolutely kicking his ass, just dumpstering this fucking Dracolich, no issue at all. So he flew away into this room up here, which had an Archmage in it. Our monk chases after it to beat the shit out of it because it was almost dead, and it's time for the Archmage to go. He casts Time Stop, rolls a 5, takes 5 extra turns in which he casts 4 protection spells, and then Wall of Forces behind the monk to just leave him trapped in a room with the Grick, the Slod, the fucking almost dead dragon, and the Archmage himself. Absolutely should have just been dead, but did some weird slippery monk shit. Using his 6 attacks a turn he gets as a drunken master if he's targeting different people to eventually slip across the room, stun a dude that was there, kill another dude, run across the room, narrowly avoiding the invisible Slod, and manage to hit the wizard. And because he's a mage slayer, no, he missed the wizard, but then the wizard tried to cast a spell on him, and because he's a mage slayer, he got to take a reaction attack, which hit and dropped concentration, because you have to roll your concentration check at disadvantage, which opened the wall up. Before that, they were still doing some site-based shenanigans, like the Rune Knight's fucking ability to retarget an attack. Otherwise, the dragon probably would have killed the monk, but instead ate a Grick. So that was cool. And then once the wall was down, it was bad news bears for Mr. Cassiok Shadowdusk, who still put up a pretty honest fight, because on his turn he was at 20 health, and in this, it says right in the module, baby, if he's at 20 health, he snaps his Staff of Power. So he did that, it blew up, knocked our monk unconscious, knocked our ooze boy out of the sky, hurt some other people, and he rolled lucky on the save and vanished to a different plane of existence. So maybe we'll see him again someday. Who knows? But yeah, and then that's where we're left off. Our poor monk, who basically can't fail death saves because he gets +7 to them, is unconscious on the floor. Babel, Balgrim, and Stephen Dark, our rogue, who is basically the only person the Mad Mage talks to, stand here over his unconscious body. What would you all like to do?
Jesus Christ.
Somebody rub his belly. I heard that makes teddy bears feel better.
Oh, no, I got you. And I'm just gonna touch my feelers to him and see if I can stabilize him with a medicine check.
Oh, he's stable. He's good. You think you do
okay,
it. Cool. Yeah. Works great.
I did it.
Yeah.
Good job.
And I kiss him gently. I love you.
That's
And
harassment.
then I'm gonna go away. Well, it's not because I'm cute.
It's
Goodbye.
because you're a child, I guess.
Woohoo!
When Galrun does it, that's harassment.
Yeah, no, it's innocent when Babel does it. He's
Sauron
beautiful.
is coming back.
Yeah, maybe, absolutely. All right, so yeah, you have an unconscious Pierre Lamontagne. What would you all like to do?
Well, I suppose I'll shrink, unfortunately, and I'll just pick him up and truck him over to the room that I was talking about earlier, that I suppose that we should all take a long rest in.
Yeah, we
Because
shouldn't stay in here.
Whoa, I
I'm
made you
fucking
12
hurting.
units tall. Jesus.
That's too many units.
Oh
my
my
God.
God. It keeps auto-populating a number. Ah, the forge. All right, you're fixed
Oh
now.
no.
All right, so you guys come on back down. I mean, yeah, you head into this
Did
room.
we search that room?
The room you were just in? Or the
Yeah,
room the
yeah,
dragon
I
came
guess
from?
I got a gem.
This room up here. Do we search that?
I
or no?
totally forgot to mention to all those listening, there is an old, centuries-old yellow ball gown that is in this junk room that they found while they were looking around. And now Babel is wearing it. His ooze body is just jammed into Belle's dress. So, you know, there it is.
I used it to help me create this form.
Mm-hmm. You guys see there's another door here in this room that the Draco Lich was sitting in. Yeah, where's our music? Qu'est-ce que fuck?
Can I check the door for traps?
Yeah, absolutely. Give me an investigation check.
Figure I should do some rogue stuff.
Oh, yeah.
That would help.
I'll watch.
I am
Yeah, you come over to this door, you start feeling it, listening at it, you look at all the cracks, you run your knife underneath the bottom. Doesn't seem trapped. It feels like the giant dragon seemed to be the security measure they had in place.
Can I see if I can hear anything or if I notice?
Yeah, go ahead and give me a
anything
perception
on
check.
the other side?
The old roll of 5, get a 23. That's rogues, baby.
Wow.
Yeah, you listen at the door, and you can't hear jack shit for a while because all you can hear is the squishing sound that Babel makes as he walks. But then you kind of hone in, razor focused. There's nothing going on in this door. You can just open the door.
All right. Hey!
You open the door, and there's just a fucking giant pile of money. Just huge, a veritable hoard. And there's also a couple of statues. They're about 6 feet tall, human figures in robes, arms outstretched. Each of them kind of, well, let's be honest. You know, that would be fine if they just looked like people in robes with their arms outstretched. But the statue to the west over here, it's got this just giant mass of tentacles where its head should be. Instead of a face, it's just fucking tentacles coming out. The southern statue just has a chiseled, toothed maw, and its arms resemble oily pseudopods. Reminds me of little Babel. And the head of the eastern statue has begun to just fucking melt, literally just sliding off the side. But
These
kinda
are
looks like Hell's Gate.
beautiful. Oh, look at them. And he replaces his heads with a massive tentacles because that just seems awesome.
Oh, disgusting. Yeah,
And
you do that. I mean, you're like, there's no reason you can't. I think you literally have a feature that lets you do that. Do you
Yeah,
guys
I
just
can do
leave
whatever I
Pierre
want,
up there?
I'm dragging him. I
Okay,
I'm
so
dragging
just
him
make
with
sure.
me, but
Oh, do you
my decided to explode.
do you sapiens you don't like laying on the ground like that? I see you do it.
Don't or do like laying on the ground. I'm okay with laying.
Yeah,
on
he's fine with it, right? Like he likes it.
Oh, him. I thought
Your token is
Pierre,
still 12
he
years
likes it.
tall.
Alex, what's the blend of coinage on the floor?
That's a good question. Here, let me get that for you. All right, sorry, I fixed your token so that you're no longer 12 units tall.
I was just about to mention that. I'm like, that's huge.
My bad. All right,
I
so
still am on my screen.
Steven, do you like this kind of stuff? The shiny stuff in the center?
you can refresh it. It should be pretty quick with the forge.
I can get more of it,
Shitting itself.
but I would like, if I get out of here, to take some home for my parents.
Looking at
Is
it, you would say the majority of the coinage is gold, and then there's about half as much in silver, and then probably like a tenth as much in platinum. If you start rummaging through it, give me an intelligence check there. Actually, give me an investigation check, Steven, as you look at this pile of money. It'd be like the bean counter in fucking DuckTales here in a second. You look it over, you mutter some stuff to yourself, and Hallister goes, "That's gotta be a lot of money." And you look at it and you're like, there's probably about 2,200 platinum, 25,000 gold piece, something around there, and another 14,000 silver. Then there's also some fucking gemstones in there, and a child's rocking horse.
Alright, so I'm gonna
Ooh.
take. I'm not
Playing on that
greedy,
rocking
I'm gonna
horse.
Take about 100 of each.
Sure. Yeah, you can add 100. So here's the totals for you. There's also some very nice looking gemstones as you kind of rummage through. There's a nice topaz, a star ruby, a jacinth, and this like really pretty incandescent blue sphere.
I think my mother would love that blue sphere. Also,
Take whatever you
that's
want,
all
Steven.
I want.
Is it just the shiny things you guys like? Shiny things? He's actively rocking on this horse.
Yeah, it's like how you get on it and you notice that like one side of it is like scorched black by fire.
Oh
I'm
no,
actually
this has
taking
been ruined.
200 as well.
Ballroom is making a mental note.
I'm gonna cast mending on this rocking horse.
Yeah, I mean nothing is detached. There's really not a whole. Does mending fix burn damage, or is it only attach things together?
Can I use prestidigitation to clean it?
Yeah,
Clean the
yeah,
burn
you
mark
can
from
clean all like the soot and ash and stuff off of it. You spell repairs a single break or tear, such as broken chain. Yeah, it doesn't really. Mending doesn't do much in that way, but you do get all of like the ashy burntness, and I guess some of the cracks from where it's been scorched. You kind of seal those up. It looks better. You can tell that. It's clearly it's not symmetrical perfectly, but it was also handcrafted, so it never really was to begin with. It looks quite good.
it. Yeah, they see my whole body envelop the horse, and then go back on top of it, and it's completely clean.
You really are like a gelatinous cube. The gelatinous boy.
He's
or
just
person.
a gelatinous good boy.
Gelatinous person, I should say. Yeah, you guys come into this room. Balgrim, I think you were going to say something there as you were making a mental note of this.
Oh, I'm just making a mental note of this to just come back when you guys are all dead.
Yeah, fair enough. You are
Claim the treasure.
You're a large.
Balgrim?
Yeah,
You want to kill it? No, he didn't say that.
he doesn't say.
I
He's
didn't say
making-
it out
It's a
loud.
mental note.
Mental note.
I don't think you can
Mind.
just read his mind all the time. So.
No, I can't read anybody's mind, not unless I try.
I'm still one by 2 my token on my screen.
What? Did you refresh yet?
But yeah, 3 times.
God damn it. You're 1 by 1 on mine. Update
Oh,
token.
yeah.
I'm just gonna remove you and drop it back on. Whoop.
Sure. Ah! Ballroom phases out into the void.
All right. So yeah, you guys are in this room. It's just a giant pile of money. Balgrim walks in, dragging, I don't know. How graceful are you being with Pierre?
I am not graceful at all. I'm
Just dragging
him
by the foot.
angle.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You slide him across the floor in front of you.
I gently prop him up on the pile of gold.
He'd be happy if you were conscious.
It seems like a good spot to just chill, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, as good a spot as any. I'm gonna take up position near the front here and plop myself down in the corner.
Yeah, you do that.
I wanna
I'm
be
gonna go near the
first
back,
eye
because
anybody
I'll be more
sees if they
effective.
open this door.
Alex.
So,
Well, not so much you. Do you guys want to take a long rest here?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
and he's gonna slip between the cracks right here, his little body pressed between the two rocks. This is where my granddaddy likes to sleep.
mm-hmm.
Like all
Yeah.
your granddaddy's in there right now, or
No, just places like this, and then when people come
Oh.
near it, yeah,
not this spot specifically? Just
no, just this tight
Little
crevices.
call back to floor 1's black pudding.
Rampy black pudding. Crazy man.
That was good times. Big wizard and the littles back then. Remember when you got those 2 halfling siffers and then one of them just got fucking straight up eaten by a manticore?
Yeah,
Sad
those,
times. Sad
those,
times.
those were good times, but sad times.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's how it works.
Desperate
But
times
I'm gonna
before we were gods.
Sorry, Jim.
Oh, that's right, buddy.
I'm gonna store 3 gems in the darkness
You're gonna what?
in my ring of spell storing. I'm gonna store 3 gems in the darkness.
the hell is it? Oh, a Jim's magic missile.
Yeah.
What the fuck's a Jim's magic missile? Yo, come on. We are not using. We're not using.
I don't
those.
think. No,
No-
I don't
no
think
penny
it's homebrew.
It's
It
Penny
is.
Arcade.
It's
It's in
from
the book.
fucking. It's from fucking. That's why I wish I didn't take that book when they gave it to us for free. No, nothing from that. You can have normal magic.
Acquisitions.
You're not
Okay,
having.
yeah, I'll
fucking-
switch it out later.
That's my bad.
Unless you want to switch it
Gabe,
out.
Gabe does not even try to balance.
Yeah, no, normal magic missile. I remember I think they used some of them in Critical Role once, and I was like, ooh.
Yeah, it's
Is that what it's from? Like the Critical Role book?
No, it's from Penny Arcade's book. They're actually doing a new acquisitions incorporated.
Wow.
All right, prepare spell. What's going on here? It's not letting me fix your shit. Bloop. All right, and then we'll just delete this one. Yep. Keep going. It's not letting me. That's upsetting. Delete. Are you using the wrong sheet? What's going on here? All right. Anyway, let's. You guys, by time to take a long rest in this incredibly strange, spooky place.
Just listen, this entire goddamn dungeon is strange and spooky.
You're talking to a deep dwarf in his cube. We're just like, so cozy.
I love it. This is great.
Cold stone and money in my favorite bedroom.
All right, an hour goes by, Pierre. If you have any, if you have any hit dice, you can roll 1 to become conscious.
Do I have any hit dice? I don't think I do.
Yeah, I don't think you do either. So
No.
roll me 1d4.
1.
All right, an hour goes by and you regain consciousness. You have 1 hit point.
Yes.
Alex, was it because my sheet was locked?
No, I unlocked it and shit. I tried to fix it. It's just not a big deal. I'm not too worried about it.
Oh. Alright, well, you deleted the one, I added the other.
Yeah, it was not looking. I think it just works, but it's not showing on my end. That happens sometimes. Foundry, listen, Foundry is better than Roll20 in a whole lot of ways, but it still has its bugs. All right, so you guys, an hour goes by, and you successfully, you take a short rest. If anyone wants to go ahead and take a short rest, they can.
I have no hit dice left.
I think you get all your other shit back though, right? As a fighter, like your action surges and stuff.
Yeah.
I'll take a short rest.
Can I do it too, or just no? That wouldn't count for me.
Well, you can, yeah. It's just if you didn't have,
Hit
yeah,
dice.
you get your shit, but you don't have any hit dice. But you can get like your
Okay.
key points and stuff back.
Okay, I'll do that then. Better than
I get me runes. I get me second wind.
Those are my plasmoid dice. They look just like them. It's so cute.
It's so cute. You begin
Oh,
to hear,
yeah.
there's always a low, ominous, and slurping sounds. It's like someone's got, Hadar's going all the time in here, right? That's pretty standard. But then you also begin hearing this like chittering, screechy sound that sounds very familiar to you as when you open that door and there's a bunch of those gross little fucking, those little screamy boys and that weird wizard. And you start hearing their sounds growing closer and closer.
Well,
your passive perceptions are so good that you guys are aware something's coming down this hall.
16. Well, I suppose I'm going to get big.
I'm gonna stay in this little crack and wait.
Pierre, you have 1 hit point. I don't know if there's anything you plan on doing. I'm assuming you're not going to stay prone.
No, I'm going to stand up.
Yeah, I'm going to get big, and I'm going to take up these 4 squares here.
I'm going to make a snow angel in the gold.
And,
I'm gonna hide here in this corner also.
this door opens up. Let's all roll initiative.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Oh,
Double Balgrams. Double Stevens. Double start. What the fuck is going on?
It did
here?
it again.
What the hell's going on with Foundry today? Yeah, that's
Can I keep
Why do we all-
when I roll?
in this shit. Alright, let's try it
Oh
again.
no, my 21.
My 20.
Ah, it worked that time.
Alright, try number 2. Hey, 16. That's not so bad.
it's asking me if I want to roll with advantage or normal or disadvantage. This is normal.
Yeah, it asked me to, but just...
Oh, okay.
I think it's just because there's been some updates to Foundry that have been like changing some stuff, so I gotta go
Got
and
it.
redo my redo some more mods here. Why are these star spawns not wrong? Oh, it's because it's making me do it this way too. That's annoying. I have to figure out that.
Make me large so I can block.
Make me large, you fucking peasant. Alright, absolutely.
Give
You
it
may
a-
be large. Donk.
Goddamn right.
You're a big
Look how
boy.
big I am. I'm gonna get fucking... Someday I'm gonna get bigger, man.
You are
I have not
so
acid
you're
in large yet.
quantifiably large. All right, Pierre, you come to on this pile of money. You look around. There's the statue is just covered in goop. Steven is hiding in a corner. You can tell Balgrim hears something. He perks up and he just fucking gets big. And then this door opens up and this weird screeching sounds. What would you like to do?
Well, I guess I might as well do my best to knock out 1 or 2 of these guys before I go down. So, 5, 10.
As you get closer to these things, the sounds and the ringing of their kind of shrieks and their laughter, it's truly obnoxious. You roll disadvantage on all your attacks.
Ah. Why can't I go diagonal right there?
You press 7 on your numpad.
I don't. I have a small keyboard right now, so.
I'll press 7.
Is operating on a 60%. Look at this.
Oh, there we go.
Look at
Okay.
I have this
So-
large defender in between me and these things that like to kill me. Sprints around them.
He gets disengaged.
can't
if he-
stop
if he
me.
flurries.
Oh, it didn't do it disadvantage, I don't think.
Did you hold control?
Oh, no, I just thought it was going to do it automatically.
Nah, that's why I said it out loud. Just roll a d20 and let me know what you get. Alright, well, you hit.
I would have had, it's my attack plus 11, 18.
18, what? On that one, 18? Yeah, I mean, that... Yeah, you still hit. I don't
still-
think
okay,
you
still-
can miss these things. You have to roll... Because I don't even let nat 1s miss on stuff that you would hit even on a nat 1. As long as you have extra attack. For those listening, yeah. If people have extra attack, they're better at attacking. If they roll a nat 1 that would hit, they still hit.
Okay.
Playing at level 17, we gotta help out our marshals.
Oh, sorry. There would have been another, they get surprise attack as well, so.
Yeah, go ahead and just roll a surprise attack on those that you should.
You take that.
First
you
round
take
bug days,
that.
baby.
Boom, boom.
No one expects the French monk.
That's right. All right, so I will flurry of blues.
Yeah.
Where are you? Yeah, this one.
So Pierre is a drunken master monk, so he has an ability at high levels that allows him to take up to 5 attacks with his flurry of blows, as long as they're all against different creatures.
And he's got a 10-foot range, so he could hit those dudes in the back, too.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I think does 12 still hit these guys?
Yeah, it does. They only
Yeah,
have
roll
11
damage for
AC.
the
So yeah,
first
just go ahead and
Slightly less.
roll me damage, just your normal damage, which I think is 1d10 plus 5. Because
Yeah.
it made you automatically miss, but we'll just you can. I mean, we'll just say it goes to this one that's right in front of you that only has 1 hit point, and you kill him
Yeah.
as well. Because I don't let nat ones that still hit miss on people with extra attack, because that's silly. You shouldn't miss 5% more than people who only have 1 attack when you're the better fighter.
Yeah, it's kind of funny that as you get more attacks and you get more proficient as a fighter, you're just getting worse at hitting people.
Yeah.
I suppose it's just more opportunity to.
Yeah, it's just you don't get any better, which doesn't make any sense to me personally. Plus, I mean, marshals could use it, at higher levels.
Yeah.
It's not a very big buff, to be perfectly honest. I guess it is that they have great weapon master. It's kind of a big buff, But no, because you still have -5, so if you roll a nat 1 on there, you probably still miss. Anyway.
Yeah, you probably have like a plus 4.
Yeah, exactly.
Depending on what your weapons are.
Yeah, you just start beating the shit out of all these. Technically, you have 1 more flurry of blows attack if you want to try and get to this weird wizard dude.
I am actually not. I'm going to back up just in case. So that was.
You heard it here. The French are retreating.
I know. So
I'm so sorry. That was
10 feet
that was
because I
bad.
used flurry of blows at 65 minus 25. I got 40 feet left. So let's get out of here.
When people talk shit about monks, I get it, right? But have you ever just looked at the unarmored movement category of that fucking of that chart? It's very silly.
All right, so I just move forever, attack 7 times, stun this one, dance a little bit, go back home, and then I have my turn. Worst class in the game.
I've got +7 to every save and imaginable or whatever. It's fine. I can just not be at disadvantage. I can end effects on myself. I can speak every language. I can run on walls. Listen, I know that there's some good reasons to consider monks to be weak at high levels, but they're incredibly good in dungeons. You should play monks in dungeons. Acid splash. Wow! You splashed some acid on these motherfuckers.
Taste goop.
They just start screeching.
Shouldn't be saying that.
Why do so many creatures down here choose violence? And he goes back over here.
These creatures that haven't attacked him.
Oh, well, they came and knocked on the door very aggressively. Balgrim seemed to think so.
One of them's screeching. And the other ones were too before they died. This thing just starts screaming. It echoes. It sounds like there's 13 different people screeching at you, and then he tries to bite you. Oh, I'm rolling private. I don't mean to do that. I rolled a 16, which doesn't hit you because you have a 22 AC. Classic. All these
I didn't know what else to do with my magic items. I just took
all
a billion AC
good,
boosters.
baby. And Starspawn grew. He's up in your face.
Alex.
What's up?
What? Hold on. I'm just double checking before. Nope, never mind. I made a mistake. I overrolled. I was looking for my initiative because I remembered it being higher, but that was the deleted roll.
Yeah, my bad. I should have confirmed those, but I didn't. So, your turn, Balgrim.
Bonus action, shove this little fella.
Yeah,
So that's
absolutely.
athletics
Another thing, we
at-
don't follow the rule that you have to make an attack before you do your shoves, because it's silly.
It's just for shield master.
Yeah. What is he? Oh, he gets to make a strength or a dex save. I'm a dex move. He's gonna roll acrobatics.
Hell yeah.
It's
What's he
a
gonna roll?
9.
9. He gets shoved 5 feet back. I'm at disadvantage anyway, so. Because I assume he's still screaming.
Yeah, you have
So
disadvantage on
target
his attacks.
this fucking attempt to clobber him.
Oh yeah, you can't miss this
Proceed.
motherfucker.
To clobber him.
Yeah, you shove him backwards with your shield, and the hammer just splats into his head. It completely explodes. Before the goop can even get to you, the hammer's back in your hand.
And then I'm gonna go 1, 2, just to get myself in range of this guy. Am I still at disadvantage to start throwing at this fella?
No, it seems with the death of all of these little Gru boys, it's a lot easier to focus on throwing hammers. No more
A lot
screeching.
easier. So, first throw, nat 1 for 15.
15 does not hit. You throw it at him, and he just kind of there's a weird like flicker, like you're looking at him through like the intense heat of the sun. You just miss.
Gross entirely. So I throw again because I'm a fighter and I get to do it a billion times.
You do it this time, and he is like, you whip this thing at him. And it looks like he looks frantically around at all these dead grooves, like he's gonna do that same thing they did last time, where he kind of swaps places with one of them, goblin boss, but from 20 feet away. And there's nothing to teleport to, and he just gets splattered with a hammer.
And I would like him to make a strength check to see if he is restrained from my fire room.
He succeeds.
Holy shit, with a 22.
Wow.
Yeah, baby. It's a nat 20. Son.
Not bad. Not bad for a shitty little alien wizard. Well, you know, we're gonna do fighter things. And we're going to action surge because I'd like to throw 3 more things at him. Let me find action.
One thing 3 more times.
Well, semantics.
You are technically correct. The best kind of correct.
That's true.
1, 2.
I watched that today. It was some like compilation of Family Guy stuff that was going on.
3.
Yeah, you just start hurling hammers at this. 2 does. 16 actually does miss. And there's like,
Yeah,
it's
that's
still
not
kind of hard. These things are gross. There's weird whispering in your ears. And also, this thing's just ugly as fuck. You're realizing you're just kind of subconsciously not looking at it as much as you should. You're like, ugh.
I'm gonna kind of go like yuck and end my turn while saying yuck at it audibly.
Mr. Stephen Dark.
I'll pop out to here.
Yeah. You fucking
guess
combat
I'll bonus
roll
action.
forward. You pull out your crossbow. He has +2 AC. Give me a sec here. Because there is a very large dwarf in the doorway.
I am very big.
He has half cover. Bloop. There you go.
Alright, I'm gonna hide.
Yeah, go ahead and give me a stealth check.
Reliable talent moment.
Yep, gotta love your bonus actions.
Listen, this thing's got perception. It cannot possibly find him. But it does get a 23, for the record.
At no point could it possibly perceive him.
They're slithering out in the dark.
Tonight.
He pops out of the treasure like fucking Scrooge McDuck after a dive, and swing, it goes right under. It goes through Balgrim's legs. If he were slightly better well endowed, it'd be a big problem.
How dare you?
I didn't say you
That was
weren't
just
doing
unnecessary.
great.
Yeah, he's just just
There's
not
a limit
enough to
to
get hit.
everyone, okay?
Yeah.
All right, this crossbow blasts right through him, and this thing kind of leans down. Like you can tell, he kind of supernaturally feels like something is going wrong. He leans down to look, and it pushes right into his face. Go ahead and roll your sneak attack damage too. You were supposed to roll at advantage, did you?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Just double checking. Woof. Minus 31. Did that not apply to him? Or did it? How much damage? He should have 31. This damage, I don't think that damage took, did it?
I didn't see it take.
Weird. Okay, well,
also
I
wasn't
guess I have to
looking.
fix
I
that.
also have to, for some reason, click on the sidebar to do my damage rolls and stuff.
Yeah, I have to figure that out. I think there's a new model of D&D 5e that I'm going to have to figure out. Okay, yeah, you blast through and it shoots him right through one of his eyes, and half his face just starts melting off, very similar to the Hallister statue over here.
Gross.
Anything else?
No.
All right. He starts his turn. He looks gross. Like
I might
weird...
on his turn.
Say again? Yeah, you might on
Yep,
his turn.
okay.
Fair enough. His weird, goopy face is happening. Things are looking gross. the best way to do this?
Cast delete Duergar.
Why the fuck not, right? Yeah, he's looking at you. I mean, you definitely seem like the tastiest morsel. So he just holds his hand up and he holds his staff up, and you're kind of looking at it. There's this weird, you know, the energy around him and that kind of heat effect that you've been seeing kind of condenses into this ball that is not visible, but you simply cannot see through it. It's like a cloudy, wavy ball, and it hurls straight towards you, and it's some kind of psychic attack for sure. As a Duergar, I mean, you're familiar. I mean, you've been attacked by psychic energy forever, you know? You kind of stop and you kind of force it out of the way with your own psychic powers. And he tries to do it again. And instead of rolling a 2, he rolls a 3. So he misses. And then he looks around at all the dead grew and just starts sprinting in this direction.
Poor guy.
Your turn, Pierre. It's gross. You expect to hear the pitter patter of someone running around, but you just hear slurping, like there's like a weird slug body underneath his robes.
It takes you 75 feet to get over to 10 feet, to within 10 feet of him, I think.
Well, I can use Step of the Wind
You sure
and
can.
try to stun him.
You know, if it was out of any question of whether or not I may not be able to get to him, I
That's
can't.
55 feet there, so that's 55 feet there.
Whee!
It won't let me go through.
Yeah, I'll put you there.
Okay.
It takes you, but you have to expand an extra 10 feet because you run through Belgrim.
Okay, so bring me back 10. There we go.
Yeah, or you could just say you move 65 or whatever you want.
Yeah. I mean, I'm going to use Step of the Wind anyhow.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the next step on my bar. There we go. Disability. And I want to get right up to him here. Yeah, 10 feet is my range, so I'm going to stay a little bit away. No, because I'm going to use my reaction just in case. Right. There we go. Pop, pop.
Yeah, you just fucking sprint, slide right through the legs of Ballroom,
Yeah,
Yes.
still on death's door.
run around, just start flailing these outrageously long arms, getting closer than you need to every time. Yeah, he's stunned. Yeah, for sure. No doubt.
Right. So then my second attack.
You can just roll normally. It'll automatically roll at advantage
Okay. Boom.
once the effect is on. Yeah, he can't do anything. He is so stunned. You crunch into him again.
And all right, I guess my unarmed strike.
Look what these players put me
You
through.
dashed
Look
as
at
your
this
bonus
art.
action.
Oh,
Yeah, you don't get an unarmed strike. That's.
right.
So
I'll just undo
Take that
that
back.
damage.
Not
Yeah,
to
no
be a
crit,
party
unfortunately.
Wah.
That 14 damage, gone.
didn't happen.
To be
Alright.
fair, it was the same damage as your not crit, so maybe it's
Yeah,
better
that's
that
true.
your wimpy
That's
crit
true.
didn't happen.
All right, so he's stunned until the end of my next turn. So enter.
Oh
So
yeah,
let's
he's
finish
dead
him off,
for
boys.
sure.
do
All right,
this.
Babel, what kind of resources are you going to give me for this?
Probably none.
Shit.
And I can't even see them. I'm gonna not do anything.
Nice. This is a random encounter. These are what your marshals are for. Excuse me.
Yeah, what are they even
Backs up.
doing? What are you guys even doing?
You know, that's the funny thing is I'm on Reddit, right? And I always, I'm always like, you guys don't play high-level games. Like, you just don't. Like, I don't believe you because the things you say are insane. You need marshals in your group because if you don't have them, when you get interrupted in the middle of the night, or when you're on your 7th encounter because you can't rest in this deep dark dungeon, you're realizing extra attack is the most important feature in the game. Like,
Yeah.
if you don't have it, you're just dead when this happens. Like,
Speaking of dead, I walk up and I just fucking kill this guy, I assume.
yeah, you
in there.
slam a hammer right into it, just goes straight through him, punches a giant hole in him, he's still alive. But then you
Listen, I got
pull
more
it
hammers.
back, and it brings most of his guts with him. And you see that, in fact, he did have a little slug body under there. Gross.
And you know what? I'm going to throw another one for good measure.
You miss. Because he's dead.
That sucks.
Still does damage.
I'm gonna go back to
I would have
sleep on
done
this pile of
22
gold.
damage.
He is dead. You did it. And then you smash the hammer straight into him, and there's a hole in the middle of him, right, where your hammer went straight through, and then it just and the rest of his body starts there's snapping and slurping sounds as he compresses it on itself into nothing. It's like a real Alaka Hunter x Hunter moment as he is wrung dry and vanishes.
Oh, that's disgusting every time it happens.
Oh no.
Yeah, should have asked for a less dangerous thing. Killua, what the fuck, man? Okay, yeah, you guys beat the shit out of this, and metagaming, you can take a long rest.
Oh, yes.
Literally, as soon as it was out of his vision, he just went back into this little crevice and closed his eye. Just closed his mind off. Okay, sleep again.
We did it.
We did it.
Time to enter into the part of my day that is 10 hours of conversation with the weird tadpole in my body.
I love you, weird tadpole.
You just
Oh,
feel
man, I got all uses
disappointment.
my giant's might back. Make me
I
smile
love
again.
that disappointment feeling.
Feels great. I could be a mind flayer. Oh.
Is it possible to make me able to
Over
change
this.
my own size?
Probably. Let me see. If you click on your own sheet and you click on, is there a token option at the top?
Where would I find it?
Just click on your sheet, bring your sheet open, and at the top there should be close, token, sheet, DAE.
DAE sheet, yeah.
Do you see token?
No.
Okay, so
I
you
see
cannot
DAE
edit your,
sheet
yeah,
close.
so you cannot edit your token then. Alright, give me a sec, let me see if there's a way for me to do that. Let me see here. User configuration. I don't think there is, to be perfectly honest. There's probably a mod out there that lets me change your size easier. But I don't know. Here you go.
Yeah, just because technically I'm not big unless I'm doing giant smite.
Yeah,
Giant.
no, I told. Well, you're still quite big. You're still like 6'10" as a dwarf, aren't you? You're just outrageously tall.
I'm like 5'2", which is still pretty
Oh,
fucking
okay,
big
sweet.
for a
Yeah.
dwarf. Yeah.
Yeah.
I got an extra like 8 inches from Giant's. What is it called? Giant's fucking stature or some shit.
Yep,
Real nice.
that's awesome. Yeah, you're a big boy. This music in the background kind of reminds me of the Batman the Animated Series. Anyway,
Great stature.
just phenomenal. You guys squish those things. You take long rests. You sleep in an ancient manor that is mostly in the Far Realm, to be perfectly honest. And you guys just sleep fine. You guys have seen worse, honestly. I mean, Pierre is just fully drunk. You've never seen the man drink, but he does seem to be drunk. It's like, some monks, they use their powers to, never have to deal with that kind of thing again. And others, no, you can use it to just ride the line whenever you want. It's nice.
I like it. It's good.
You're always in that golden hour. Like there's never a moment where it's bad.
Like
You're
the Hulk
always
who's
there.
like, all buzz, no hangover, baby.
That's the dream, man.
Absolutely. All right, you guys, you take a long rest. You come out, and it's interesting. So there are these dead things that were here before. They're completely gone. There doesn't seem to be any corpses or anything in the hallway. In fact, it is immaculately clean out into the middle of the hall, perfectly 90 degrees to here, and then straight out in this direction as well. And then also up into the other the room. There's a perfectly clean cube heading up in this direction.
Was there an ooze here? Did it clean it?
I mean, you think that for sure. You're like, oh, baby, that's ooze 101.
This is
Gotta eat that shit up.
Yeah, this is a good ooze job.
There's another door over here we didn't explore.
You guys just casually walk by here. There's like there's weird, like, it's perfectly clean in here. Like there's clearly like someone took a magic eraser, like someone with a giant hand who just dragged a magic eraser in like perfect grid lines through here. It's great. You guys enter into this main room that you've been in a few times now, with the weird, symbol, the scorch marks everywhere. The Shadowdusk crest, the lit torch, with the 3 trailing embers. Basically, what Darkest Dungeon modeled itself after, maybe, who knows. Or the other way around. And then you just walk right through that shit. You begin entering into the crypts. You see these big stone sarcophagi that you've walked near a few times, but not past before.
Are they engraved with anything neat as we walk by?
I don't know. You want to go take a look at
Should I
some of them?
search them?
You want to start
I'm gonna
rummaging
search
through these?
I just want to see if there's like names or anything.
Oh,
on them.
are we rummaging? I'll rummage.
I am rummaging.
I'm touching this thing. I'm on it.
Yeah, you come on over to some of these sarcophagi. Give me a strength check if you want to try and lift this lid off.
Oh, me? I was just on it.
No, I'm talking about Steven. Mr. Dark. Mr. Black.
Shit.
All right, Mr. Dark, you start pushing on the lid, and you're like, okay, well, I just gotta get my fingers underneath, and you can't do it. And you can just feel in your head, grave robbing. You know, those things are kind of heavy. You look a little frail. You can't get the lid off.
Balgrum, I might need a hand, pal.
With what?
I can't lift these lids. Like, I'm just not built like that.
You want me to lift a lid so you can rob a grave?
Yes. Like, if you want to put it in such barbaric terms, yes. I am just looking for provisions that'll aid in our journey.
Yeah, Balgrum is like, as he's saying that to you, he just pushes the lid off the top effortlessly. You want me to just falls onto the ground. Looking inside, there's the skeletal remains of a person of some kind. Maybe you could attribute gender or age to it if you knew about those things. But it's definitely just a real old dead guy.
Yeah, I don't know what you expected, to be honest.
Oh, check it out, guys! And I envelop the skeleton, and I put it inside me. I'm a person. I got bones. Oh!
You begin feeling incredibly queasy. Give me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh no! This was a bad fall.
It wasn't me this time. It wasn't me.
Yeah. Listen. If you're gonna be whimsical, you're gonna pay the price.
Yeah. No fucking fun. How dare you?
Whimsy's
Constitution?
not allowed.
Yeah, give me a con save. So
I'm not
you
good-
like
I'm not good at
envelop
those.
this old, soaked in far realm energy skeleton, like of a man or a woman who's been in this realm a little too long, and then you start seeing shit for a while. So you're like, whoa, so you can see what you think are like there are people out here. Memories, maybe, similar to the apparitions on the floor above you, moving around, making eye contact with you, and then just fading out of existence. And it's very much like, you know, that moment when you stand up too fast, and you're just like, whoa, you get that feeling for about 6 to 12 seconds. I think you're just fine. You just have this person's skeleton in you now.
Oh, cool. This is part of my thing now, guys.
Yeah, you've got a skeleton in there. Yeah.
Yeah,
Is
so I
it
got the ball
underneath the
gown, and
dress,
it's
or
it.
is
No, yeah, the skeleton's in the ball gown, right? So I get the ball gown, and the skeleton's my skeleton. You got one just like you guys now.
When you die, you will appear to the future generations to be just a strange. It's just a skeleton in a ball gown. If you were to if you were to just leave, like just sink through the floor or something, there'd just be a skeleton with a ball gown.
Oh,
If
actually,
we
yeah. Let's.
walked over a grate.
You know what, guys? That's just fun. That's just fun. And he lays himself down in this sarcophagus, and when he gets up, he just leaves the skeleton and the ball gown intact.
Yeah, you just slurp right out of that, and yeah, it just appears that one of the Shadowdusk was laid to rest in an old, beautiful bell gown.
Beautiful. It's yellow.
It is beautiful. I cleaned it.
Never been yellow and beautiful at the same time.
Okay,
Likewise.
I have to say that these are not the opinions of the RestOTG
This
stream.
is the express TV stream.
Express is pretty. The yellow is a bad color.
It's a
and that's
bad
the
color, and you're bad if you like it. But you're
Yeah.
wrong, in fact. You know, Belle in Beauty and the Beast has a nice yellow gown, and she looks
Imagine if it was
fantastic.
green or blue.
Yeah,
it would
she's-
look better.
Yeah, she's in there.
It's objective.
And
It's subjective.
that dress, the dress and the skeleton look beautiful, and that's subjective. But I'm gonna say it.
I'm opening this door.
You open
go
this
kill
door.
things.
Give me a con. Nah, I'm just kidding. You do open this door though, and you know it's more weird stuff. So these columns here, they are just twisted. Every time you get close to them, they begin like what appears to be like an arm reaches out and hugs the pillar, and then just sinks back into it, and it looks like a normal pillar. Then a face scrolls down the column. It's screaming, and it just appears pressing against the wall like it's from the fucking Power Rangers movie, like Zordon, and then just screams its way to the bottom and scrolls off the bottom like a Windows screensaver. And there's just weird stuff like that keeps happening.
I talked to them, my player tadpole in my head. Really, guy? You like this kind of stuff? Oh my god.
Listen, just because I was born in the Far Realm doesn't mean I liked it. I
All
did.
right, well,
I do like it, but that's not because I was. Because I'm a mind.
all right, my guy. I'm just saying, it's pretty. It's pretty
You know
whack.
we don't do gender.
No, my guy is genderless.
That sounds like
Gender neutral.
there's some grumbling in your mind. You enter into this room, and it's just a big old fucking rubble-strewn room. There's like a gash in the ceiling where part of it is kind of collapsed in. And it's so mundane, you know, for this area where the world is falling apart and faces erupt from things and stuff warps into disgusting shapes. This is literally just a room with a collapsed ceiling.
Did you say mushrooms, though?
Oh.
You didn't say mushrooms, did you?
No, I didn't. No.
Oh. I was excited for a minute.
You're just having like visions of mushrooms. Like,
Yeah, I'm down here to find some good mushrooms, so yeah.
And potatoes.
Hot potato, hot potato. Alright, you guys, you go to the incredibly mundane ceiling collapse and then just go, yeah, alright, and leave.
Yeah, that.
Now,
that ceiling was collapsed.
this is where things get a little interesting. You come into this room, and there is just a stone arch embedded in the east wall between these two different arms of the chamber. It's carved with just the plain visage of Hallister, whose eyes seem to look right at you as you enter into the room. In the northeast, there's just a straight-up petrified beholder. Just...
unpetrify him. I'll get to play a new character. I'm gonna walk up and inspect it, see what's going on.
Yeah, go ahead and give me an investigation check.
Sure, I am going to check if I have
You know what?
an advantage.
It's stone.
I don't.
Do history with double proficient. No, I'm just kidding. It's obviously a
I'm
petrified.
not even one of those dwarves.
I'm just fucking with you.
I'm not that kind of dwarf, man.
Yeah. You look at this
I wish
thing
I
and you're
was.
like,
They're
well,
better.
dang. You know, I've seen beholders before. You know, that's basically the champion of your clan. You've squashed many a beholder from 20 feet away with a hammer. This looks pretty damn similar to one, but it looks like it's stone, and you can see at the bottom of it, like, you know how when you like drop something that's made of clay or mud or whatever, and the bottom kind of slightly deforms. That's what's happened here. The bottom is like collapsed and crushed a little bit, and so it has a flat surface on the bottom instead of being rounded. Looks like this certainly was petrified and then just collapsed to the ground and crunched a little bit.
Oh, well, that's a real beholder. I imagine if we unpetrify it, that little squishy bit on the bottom wouldn't feel real good.
You're fucking having a bad day.
I'll go to the other side while Pierre inspects the arch.
Yeah, Pierre, you approach the arch.
He just fucking dies.
If you're saying anything,
Blows
we
up.
can't hear you, Rock.
Oh, sorry. Is it just an arch or is it
Oh, it's definitely a magic gateway. It's definitely one of Hallister's gateways.
Okay. I'll, I guess I can do an investigation
Sure.
if I know anything.
I'll do one too.
You guys start looking this thing over. It does not appear to be edible in any way, Pierre. Nat 1 for 24.
You love to see it.
Steven, you start looking over it, and this is definitely Hallister's face. His eyes looking right at you. You feel this little bit of rage well up on you at this guy who's been shit-talking you into your head and gaslighting the rest of the party and yourself. Just looking right at you.
His face tells it all.
I mean, that Hallister is a jerk.
I'm gonna see if I can figure out how to turn it on.
Yeah, sure. I mean, what do you want to do? You gonna touch it? You gonna look at it? You gonna fucking make out with it? What's the plan?
Well, normally around the outside of these, there's some kind of clue to how to activate it, so I'm gonna
Yeah, it looks
see
like...
if I can decipher whatever clue.
Yeah, there's it's just carved with the visage of Hallister, whose eyes are looking right at you.
I'm gonna look up at him and say, "Open up, you old fuck."
It smiles, wryly.
I knew you were scared.
It puckers its lips a little bit.
Oh, does it want a smooch? Would you like a kiss, little statue man?
Hey, can you go envelop that statue?
I'll envelop anything you ask me to. Envelop.
Envelop that statue.
You begin smearing yourself across this this arch, and the face looks horrified for a second, and goes, "Yield magic for safe passage!" And a stone arm with a flat, outstretched hand just rises from the floor, kind of lifting some of your goop up, and it's just sitting there with its palm outstretched.
He'll form into an orb in the hand.
You do that.
All right. Now, what is he? He wants to take magic and keep it?
It says, "Yield magic for safe passage." Just kind of yells that at you.
As everyone,
I'm gonna use my mage hand to shake his hand.
Yeah, you use your mage hand, which is far too small. But you kind of high five this thing. Nothing happens.
I imagine either we need to actually expend a resource or
Maybe it's a magic item.
Yeah, I was thinking I might just give him my cloak. If you try casting like a little spell on him, like a.
I'm gonna cast I'm just gonna cast
in real terms, like a first level spell,
like an actual, like just I'll dissonantly whisper at the hand.
Yeah, you attempt to do that. It doesn't seem to be a valid target. There's really nothing. There's no purchase to be gained. But
it doesn't have a brain.
You begin hearing the steel clodden feet as someone approaches from the hallway.
Okay. Battle stations, everyone.
Yep. Well, which hallway? Top or bottom?
Yes, you can. It sounds like it's coming from here, but it's quite far away.
Can I cast grease right here?
I'm gonna roll initiative.
Yeah.
Sec here. So you are taking an action that will require time. Let's roll some initiative, baby.
I'm gonna hold off on the whole being big part until I know that whoever is in here isn't gonna beat my ass. What if they just want to have a conversation, guys?
Yeah, they could just want to talk.
Dungeon of the Mad Mage.
No, well, it's just, when it gets to your turn, Steven, you can cast Grease. That's all there is to it. Pierre, you guys hear this kind of clamping sound. You see this weird stone hand rising out of it all. Metroid ball babble rolls away.
Yeah, I'm just gonna move over, kind of hide up behind this door a little bit, up against the wall.
Mm-hmm.
Enter.
The steps. Clunk, 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 clunk. Steven.
Okay. Does upcasting grease do anything? I don't think it does.
Does it say so? Then no. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong fucking person. Ballroom, you're not
Yeah, it
looking at. Grease. No. Nope.
Well,
Turns out,
harder.
slippery is slippery, no matter what cast level you cast it at.
Wait, what?
You gonna cast a spell or not?
I did.
You gonna put it somewhere? Hit a place measure tip.
There.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
For those watching, I'll be far more patient with you than I will be with Joe, who's been a caster for 2 years.
We're all friends. We're mean to each other. Fine.
I thought it dropped. I dropped it once. I guess I had to
Nah,
drop it.
it's no big deal, man. Just go ahead and get it out when you get a sec.
It's there.
I don't see it.
It's on my screen, man.
Oh.
I think this is on you now.
All right, I guess it is probably.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
It's right here.
I don't see it.
I'm refreshing.
It's right above you, man.
Oh, I
Yeah,
do
it's
see it.
above
I
you,
see
man.
it.
I
I
just
looked
noticed
at the. It's not where I thought it was. I just looked on the as
It also-
I'm reloading.
yeah.
I looked on the stream. I could see
Oh.
it, and I was like, God.
Yeah,
damn it.
it's like it blends in really well.
I was expecting something bigger. I don't know.
I don't know.
There's 4 squares.
I've spilled more grease than this making bacon.
I know.
It's magic grease, okay? It's hard to make a bunch of it.
And then I'm going to go up here,
Oh,
use my bonus action, and hide.
yeah, you do so, probably. I mean, I have to imagine that you're going to hide very well. Go ahead and give me your hide roll. I see it. It's down here. I'm just dumb.
Not 20 for Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Rogue
Yep.
moment.
He was just standing there, and then he just wasn't. No, he's just gone.
Oh, shit. 37. Yeah, you're gone, man. A fucking fart in the wind. All right, Babel, your turn.
Ooh, this is tense. I like it. All right. Okay, I'm gonna.
Clunk.
You know what might be super helpful? I'm gonna just cast telekinesis. Just have that going on me.
Absolutely. The anime,
Awesome.
you know that anime moment, when the Vegeta's in 100 times gravity and there's just lines in the air for no reason? The screen turns red.
Yeah,
That's happening over
exactly.
there. Nothing is being actually affected, but everybody knows something's going on.
Yeah, gravity's been affected in my area in an anime way,
Yeah, exactly.
and that's my turn.
If you had little bits of your goop start floating upwards and popping and on recycle.
Crackling.
All right,
I
Bob.
guess can I hold? No, can I hold the action to grab somebody with it, or?
The action to cast the spell. Does the spell require a target, actually? Let me just take a look.
It lets you cast it on
You
yourself
gain the
and then
ability to
on the
manipulate motions or whatever. Yeah, okay. So, it's each of your turns you can do this, right? You can affect the same target round after round or choose a new one any time. If you switch targets, the prior target is no longer affected. When you cast the spell, and as your action each round. So it depends. You have the option to just hold casting the spell in the event that something moves into your range, at which point you're actually concentrating on readying the spell. Or you could
That's what I'll do.
fully just cast it and then, have to use your next turn for it.
I'll hold because that's
Yeah,
better
you're gonna
action.
ready casting the spell in the event that someone comes through. You will try to use the creature ability on it.
Yeah, exactly, and that's why you guys are seeing that anime effect because it hasn't happened yet.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's exactly what's happened. Balgrim, there's stomping, there's swashing, there's floating. What do you want to do?
Well, I want to take a step forward and open the door and go 10, 12, 15, 20.
You
Hey there.
round the corner and there's a man in a hooded cloak with ornate armor, symbolism of death, but warped in strange ways. Like it's a skull that's too long on one side. It's asymmetrical. There's tentacles instead of where you would normally find like images of creatures or animals or things like that. You just find goop is what it looks like, solidified into metal. And this person looks straight at you and goes, "Welcome."
Yeah, welcome. Does he have like a weapon drawn or anything?
He does. You stare at him, and in his hand is this wicked looking sword. It is straight like a stiletto until the very end where it hooks down in one point. It is pitch black like an obsidian, and it's almost like there's water running up one side of it and then back down the other. And he looks straight at you. You recall when you just spoke with the Shadowdusk on the first floor that there were a pair of Death Knights, and one of them wielded an incredibly powerful sword. It could steal souls.
Well, I don't want that to happen to me, so I'm gonna get big.
Yeah, you begin getting big.
Oh yeah.
He looks at you. Well, it's hard to tell, honestly, because you can't see his eyes in any way. But as he stares at you and you get large, you can tell there's just no effect, on him visibly. He doesn't seem worried about this at all. He goes, I hear you've been interacting with my family members.
Well, yeah, we started killing them. A few of them. I could do that to you too if you don't stop being so creepy. Look,
he continues to be incredibly creepy looking.
I'm gonna throw my fucking hammer at him. I don't like this guy. This guy's being a dick. No, he didn't turn off the
Fuck
creepy
this
mode.
Guy.
So there's a throw. Fucking 23. God, I hope that hits.
Does in
And
fact
then
hit.
add giant
Jesus,
damage.
22.
And I'm also gonna just pop one of these on there. He fails.
Feels bad, man.
Oh yeah.
So restrained.
That's what you like to see.
He starts
and then
pulling
the
his
rest of these
sword
should
up
be
in
an
these
advantage.
shackles and flaming 34 casual crit. Start pulling at his arms and he looks confused for a moment.
There's my third hit. Has there ever been a better opportunity to action surge?
This is a pretty good
No,
one.
there hasn't. This is pretty good. Oh, everybody has advantage, even if he wasn't restrained because of Crusher. Not relevant, but it might come up. So that was my first action surge hit. This year's my second.
What does Crusher do again, sorry?
It gives you advantage it gives everybody advantage on attack rolls until the
If he crits.
end, I believe.
So all of those feats have a crit clause where if you crit,
Yeah.
something actually good happens. And normally people don't really factor that into the strength of them because you don't crit that often. When you attack 3 times a turn, it happens fairly often. So yeah, it's basically the barbarian, everyone gets advantage thing. Right off the get-go.
Super cool.
So I just casually almost kill him.
Oh yeah, this dude's, you just crunch in, literally you start throwing this hammer at him. He gets his arm up to block, and you just fully collapse that arm in on itself, and his other hand just picks the sword up as one of his arms just falls to the ground helpless.
Oh shit, I meant to move 5 feet to the right too as I posted the Crusher critical clause, by the way, so you can
See,
I mean, he's restrained anyway, it doesn't fucking matter.
yeah, you could tell the arm falls down as the flame chains look confused for a second and just attach to his leg instead.
Okay. I'm going to get all the way to here with my 55. That's as far as I can go.
You run around the corner and there's I guess just a damaged looking Sauron basically. just looks like he just got his shit wrecked. Literally, between the 1 and 10 seconds after the ring is cut, and he's in that phase.
All right. I will step of the wind. Give me some more movement, and I'll go up and attack him. 5, 10.
How much damage did I just do?
127.
Nice.
Oh shit. What's he saying out there, guys? Is he nice?
You feel hostility.
So he hasn't taken a turn yet, right?
He has, yes.
Oh, he has
Yeah,
taken
he
a
was
The
turn?
whole round's gone by.
Yeah.
Oh,
It
right.
was we
right,
rolled
right, right.
initiative, and then Grease was
That's
casting
right.
telekinesis and stuff.
Okay, so, and is he stunned right now or no?
No,
Oh,
he's restrained.
He's
Restrained, yeah.
restrained.
All right, I will
Flaming shackles. All
hit him
over.
again.
32? Yeah, that hits, believe it or not.
Wow. I will stunning strike just to stun him anyways.
Well,
He succeeds.
Yeah, well. Alright, so that was 10 out of that, so I will...
And because you're, like, what is it, a Drunken Master, you got free disengage, or does you just have disadvantage against attacks?
35. I have, what is it again? I'm sorry.
Like, I think it just gives disadvantage, right? I don't think it's actually full-on disadvantage. Or is it for real?
I think it's only if you use.
If I use Flurry of Blows, I get disengage action.
Okay, so
just
yeah, I
happens.
wasn't sure if it was full disengage or if it was like Barbarian.
Yeah.
Disadvantage. Yeah, he just he goes to like kind of swing at you as you move out of the way, and you're just not there, and he looks confused.
Okay. End turn. That is it.
Yeah, he just turns and looks at you, Balgrim, like in shock. Honestly, I mean, like, what the fuck just happened, right? And then he
Oh, he takes 2d6 fire damage at the start of his turn.
takes 9 points of fire damage. He's not resistant to that at all. Yeah, if you're ever doing manual damage, make sure you check resistances, because it doesn't know you're doing fire. He looks confused for a second by all of this outrageous damage that's just happened. He holds his, like, stump where one of his hands used to be up, and the Freeze of Death ball begins appearing. This hellfire orb just starts erupting into the air. And yeah, he's just gonna go ahead and fucking hurl that bad boy.
Can I counter it?
Yeah, you can't see him.
You're around the corner.
Oh yeah, sorry.
It's also not a spell.
That's why I didn't counter it. Oh.
But yeah, he just oh shit. Oh hell no. Yeah, I don't think I think he's just gonna hurl at you, Balgrim.
Yeah, I just fucked his shit up, so I don't blame him. Oh!
Whoa!
Oh!
Wait, you guys don't remember this from last week?
Yeah.
I never got hit by it. In fact, I roll a nat 20, and I actually use my reaction to not take any damage from that.
Yep,
Shield
I think
mask.
so, right? It's dex save, right?
As long as it's a dex save that.
Yeah, I just wasn't sure if Hellfire Orb was dex save. Yeah, you just kind of, he goes to do that, and he hurls it at you, and you just, it literally is the anime scene where, like, the ball completely envelops you from the camera angle, and then it just harmlessly flies off into the ceiling and explodes, and none of the floor is hurt at all. No damage happens anywhere, and he just looks incredulously at you. As you're
You can repeat
unharmed.
the saving throw for the fire room.
He holds up his what is it strength?
Yes. DC 19.
He tries and pull his sword up to point at you, and then yeah, it's your turn, Mr. Dark.
Yeah.
Listen, guys, if you're ever like, this might be too tough an encounter for my level 17 group, you're just wrong. Just do it. Doesn't matter what resources they have, they'll be fine. If they're not, well, they probably could have run away.
If or not, you don't know how fun it is to make a level 17 character?
Yeah,
Alright.
so much fun.
Where's the...
You can see what you can see.
No, it's not that. Yeah, I was trying to put it like right around in this area.
What are you trying to do?
Tidal wave.
Tidal
For
wave.
some reason, it's not giving me a template.
You conjure up a wave of water that crashes down on an area 30 feet long. It's because you get to make it yourself. What are you trying to do? What area do you want to do it in?
Can you see where I'm drawing this box?
Let's see you moving your mouse around there, but it's a second. One area within range, up to 30 feet long, 10 feet wide, up to 10 feet tall. Cool. I mean, yeah, it's 30 feet long, 10 feet wide. Yeah. How does this work? Water then spreads across around in all directions. Tell you what, go to the draw template. Okay.
Yeah.
Click on rectangle, and just draw that rectangle where you want it to be. It can be 2 squares
there it is.
wide and fucking 6 squares long.
Alright. How do I get rid of the ones that I fucked up on?
I don't know. I can't see them. If there's just
Okay.
measure tools, you should be able to just click on the box that you have and then press delete. There should be a little square
Okay.
anchor point for all of them that you can click on and then press delete.
So 2 squares wide, 6 long?
Yep. It's funny because the stream
Is
can
that
see
open?
you moving your mouse around and where the enemy is.
Can you see that template?
I can, yeah, it looks great. So you, Balgrim, you
Battleship.
hear Stephen Dark run up behind you, and he holds his hand, whips his hands up in front of him, and you hear as water begins just erupting out of, presumably, I guess, the plane of water. It just crashes down directly behind this completely stationary person. Just washes all over the ground, across your feet, Pierre.
I watched the battleship moment happen.
And in case everybody's wondering, we're not that dumb. We just the lighting. We can't see what we can't
I
see.
selected Steven before this, and you can clearly not see
Oh,
Zelfair
perfect.
when I click on him, it gives me his vision, so everyone knows he can't see this.
Just so they don't think that we're retarded. like not play with a full deck.
Hey man,
I should've
Yeah,
did
I
this
know.
the
That's why I
first
changed
day.
my language. Listen, I grew up in the '90s.
Yeah,
I have to please myself too.
yeah. Well, good
Bonus action dash to there.
Could just dash beforehand to make sure you didn't miss. All right, Babel, your turn. You're holding telekinesis. No
Nice.
valid target appears. Do you, before your turn ends, choose to just enact the spell? Jim?
Oh, I'm gonna enact the spell right before my turn ends.
Yeah, I'll allow it. Because technically, you were looking for valid targets. You are still a valid target. You can just do the spell.
Well, actually, yeah. My and plus my valid target was gonna be. I want to throw this beholder statue at whatever comes through the door.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, the telekinesis takes hold on top of you. This fucking statue lifts into the air, and you can do whatever you want with it for that action too. So what's the option for objects? It's like you can move it up to 30 feet or something as long as it weighs less than a ton or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me just take a look. Telekinesis, object, 1,000 pounds. Ooh, what's the beholder's weight?
Yeah, well, they're like big gas.
think they're
balls,
pretty
man.
light.
They weigh like 40 pounds.
Yeah, because the beholder, because the weight is only, when you're petrified, your weight is only 8 times your normal weight, I think. Let's
Oh wow.
take a
Yeah,
look
it could be a heavy boy.
It could be incredibly heavy.
Oh, apparently they weigh around 4,500 pounds.
Jesus,
The fuck?
Whoa.
that can't.
Oh well,
be
there's
right.
no way
The
then.
beholder could store at least 600 pounds of food in its stomach.
What the fuck?
The fuck?
Beholders.
Jesus Christ.
God damn, nasty. Yeah, you go to you're like, oh yeah, this is gonna be a sick moment. You go to pick this fucking beholder up, and it just doesn't budge. But your spell is active. You are now concentrating on telekinesis. It's your turn.
Oh wow. Well, nobody knows that happened. That's embarrassing. Let's go down here.
You do let a little squeak out. One of those.
I'm too busy fucking clobbering this Death Knight to notice.
Yeah, it's Death Knight. If he gets another turn, that would be hilarious.
How far did I miss by?
Literally 5. You're touching it. You're touching him.
Fuck.
Yeah,
You literally
that's what it's like
you
a bullshit
cast
moment.
you used cast bidet on him.
All right. Well, I'll just hold my
Yay.
action. If I see him, I'm gonna grab him.
See him, you grab him. Here, I'll send you a little clip, little clippy boy. Clunk. Copy. Into Discord it goes.
Ouch.
Feels bad.
I was gonna put it there too, but I'm like, nope. I bet he's one.
I thought you were gonna diagonal it. That's what I would have done. But it's okay. You missed. It's fine. It's funnier this way. All right, Valgrim, your turn. Clearly, it's not gonna have any effect on the fight, but it's just funny. You just
Yeah,
whip
well,
around this corner and just boom, and crunches into him. There's just an explosion of sparks, and there's just nothing inside this. There's not even the skeleton of a normal Death Knight. So it shatters and is wrung out of existence, and clattering to the ground is just a beautiful, spooky blade.
Double sevens for the.
Can I go and
for the
can I go
giant
check out the
knight.
blade?
You guys can come around the corner now, yeah. If you'd like.
Out of initiative.
Yeah, this is
Yeah, if they want to check out the blade, I'll let them. Fucking...
Yeah, I'm gonna check out that blade.
It's so wet in here. It's like someone just made a big mess.
Somebody left the fucking sink on.
No, it doesn't. After everything goes away, the water disappears.
It's wet in here. No, I'm just kidding. It's gone.
No, it's fucking wet, my dog.
Maybe it's wet from the
dry.
gross Far Realm stuff. Maybe it's mucusy, all right? Come on.
Ooh, that's nice.
It's
Yeah,
not.
You already did that floor.
It's totally fine. You look down at this sword. It's a spooky sword. You know, it's clearly some kind of long sword. Straight, black. Looks like there's like this shadowy, watery effect kind of pouring down it, and then back up it, and then down it. And as you like go to pick it up, the water particles, the shadowy wisps, start reaching towards you and kind of like pawing at you.
I'm gonna use telekinesis and grab it away from his hands.
Yeah, he
No,
goes
touch
to
that. That's
grab
bad.
it. It just floats into the air. Whoop.
No, Steven, that looks real bad to touch.
Can I have it?
Anyone can have it, but it looks like it really wants to be had.
Yeah, which means that I really want it.
Okay, well you've asked 3 times. Here you go.
He floats over towards you.
I'm gonna grab it.
You grab onto the sword.
Sorry,
It's a long
Steven.
sword.
Yes.
I love you, but I also love Balgrim, and Balgrim's maybe my favorite.
I get big.
Yeah, I like that he gets big.
He says, "I get big and begin shrinking."
Fuck. Someday I'm gonna make this permanent, I swear to God.
As if I ever get the wish spell, I want to be big forever. You're a giant
this
weeaboo.
is just a wet black blade. Fucking, I have to attune to this to try to identify. Can anybody
The
identify
goop,
this?
the oily effect on it begins sliding down the hilt, and then it just kind of
Ugh.
resets. And
Anybody have the first level spell identify?
I don't
Ritually cast.
do that sort of stuff.
What's a spell?
Yeah, that tracks.
you can't prove to me that
Hold on,
spells are real.
seconds.
I punch people before they start saying stupid words, and I punch them.
It's never once
correct.
worked on me.
I suppose if this is a magic item, we could try giving it to the door.
I mean, if you just sit for an hour, you can identify things. This is 5e,
But I don't know. I don't know if we all want to sit for an hour when
Yeah, that's fine.
we're all at full health and fucking.
I think I'm fine with doing whatever you want because I'm a full health. Yeah, let's sit for an hour.
Yeah, actually, that tracks. That's pretty valid. I'm gonna fucking sit in the middle of this room. I don't know why I'm attuning to the obviously mad evil sword, but
He just comes over
Well-
here and he cleans up all the organic matter
So
out of
there
here.
are 2 different things. You can sit with an item and attempt to identify it for an hour on a short rest, or you can attune to it.
I thought you
If
had
you
to attune
don't
to
attune to it, if you just try and identify it, it still doesn't help you if it's cursed. You don't get to find out if the thing is cursed or not. However, you will find out what type of item it is. If you attune to it, and then you would just have to spend another hour after that to attune to it. Or you could just raw dog attune to it.
Yeah, I'm raw dog.
Just go
attuning
ham.
to it. I am not a smart man.
He's like, listen, I lost a legendary ring earlier today. Would really like to bring something good back.
Yeah, I'm coming home with something cool.
For those who
And
don't know,
this item-
Balgrim, after the Minotaur disintegration scene that I posted on Reddit that got me a lot of hate, he made this character. He decided to make a Dwarven Rune Knight who would be sent by the Duragar, who they had pseudo made friends with, because the Duragar leader on that floor gave them a bunch of magic items. When big fights happen, I like to roll on treasure tables and actually get some random items out there. So when they went and asked the lord of the area for some stuff after killing the incredibly evil angel that had them basically enslaved / partnered to. He put them on loan with some stuff, and all loans, they require being paid back or collateral of some kind. And in this case, the Duragar felt that their lives would be great collateral, so they sent their strongest champion down there with his big old dwarven thrower to make sure they didn't run off with their items, including a ring of the genie.
Which they got away with.
Which Fitz just left with. Yeah, he just turned invisible and left with it.
Son of a bitch.
He's like, oh, I've got all this great stuff. I'm going to leave. So now he's feeling the pressure.
He left.
To make
smart.
If Fitz is smart, he's got a lot of free magic items, and sometimes they instantly kill you. So he's kind of quitting while he's ahead right now. Fitz also died to the Withered Heart on floor 1 of this game. But Balgrim, you begin attuning to this item, and you can feel that it is a hungry sword. Not necessarily that, it wants to take you or anything like that, but it clearly is craving something. Go ahead and roll me 1d8.
1d8. Oh, you love to see it. You love when you attune to something that makes you roll.
All right, this is a
not
9 lives stealing longsword. So it's +2 bonus to attack and damage rolls made with this magic weapon. It is a longsword. It has 5 charges. If you score a critical hit against a creature that has fewer than 100 hit points, it's got to succeed on a DC 15 con save, or just be slain instantly as the sword tears its life from its body. Constructs and undeads are immune. The sword loses 1 charge if the creature is slain, and when the sword has no charges remaining, it loses this property.
So let me get this straight. Your character that's designed to kill this party just got an item that has 4 murder charges in it.
It's got 5. It's got 4 + 1.
Amazing.
I was gonna say 1's for me, but then I realized how bad I am at math. There are 4 of us.
Yeah, so you are currently attuned to the 9 live Stealer Longsword.
Nice.
But I mean, it's functionally worse than the weapon you have now. It just
absolutely.
Kills people, yeah.
But hey, listen, it's mildly cooler to pull out if I'm in mid, and I'm okay with that.
It's thematically cool to have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my second very rare, man. I'm attuning that. Boom.
Yeah, now you can you're like, fuck my shield. Taking a bonus action attack with this bad boy. No, I'm just kidding. I don't have dual wielder.
Yeah, that'd be. And I also don't have Slasher to make it worth it. I have Crusher. But
yeah, you're fine.
Whatever.
Start pommel beating people with this thing.
And Shield Master, that's come in handy so many times.
Yeah, it would be just the worst
so
mover ever.
I just faced off against a full dragon and blocked every single point of damage it could have.
And a Death Knight. You would have soloed this Death Knight, and he's CR 17. My Samurai just solos fucking beholders constantly, like it's easy shit. Okay, so you guys are gonna explore the rest of this floor or go back to this gate? Looks like you guys are splitting up.
Ooh,
the gate, yeah.
What's the plan? Well, yeah, the gate, but we kind of don't know how to open it.
Well, we didn't try putting a magic item in the hand yet.
I suppose we just got a new magic item. It does feel bad to just throw it into a gate and get rid of it.
Unless if you could do whatever you want with it, Belgrim.
To be honest, this might sound like metagaming and like it doesn't fit in the conversations of a natural D&D party, but can't our monk literally use this?
I don't think he has proficiency with long swords.
Have to be Kensai.
And he can do key empower. Like you can choose an item to become proficient in to make a monk weapon, but I think you have to already be proficient in it, right? D&D Beyond.
Yeah, I don't know if you already have to be
Sources,
that might be. Oh,
Tashas.
I think I'm thinking of like playing as a wood elf specifically to be able to.
Yeah, monks. Yeah, wood elves definitely have that. Optional class features. There is an ability called dedicated
you
weapon.
Must be proficient with.
Yeah, you gotta be. You must be a simple or martial weapon. You must be proficient with it, and it must lack the heavier. So if he somehow has proficiency in martial weapons, he could attune to it. So like for instance, if at like level 19 or whatever, he just fucking takes Weapon Master, which is a hilariously bad feat.
A horrific idea.
Let's be clear though, it does give you 1 point in a stat, and it would let him use a magic item that he can't currently use. So I'm just saying. But yeah, it would be a bad use of a feat for sure.
Yeah. think a level of fighter would be a little better.
Yeah, absolutely.
Where does that come from?
What? Who? What's happening?
Oh,
they're just checking on my
armor
backup.
cold resistance. I see.
Yeah.
Are you gonna backup character?
I was kind of making it last session when I kept going down. I'm like, oh god, this might not be good.
Oh yeah, right. You were definitely
Like,
did look dead.
I'm like, I
was
want to have
pretty
one
sure
ready.
I was pretty sure you were gonna die.
Yeah.
And it's like when I cast that wall of force, I was like, well,
Dude, Rock, I'm proud of you.
Oh, okay.
passive what does he have? Perception.
He
picks?
has proficiency in perception.
Oh,
On a
I took it this time.
Our pet
Can you
peeve
believe
of Justin's so upset because every character Rock makes is good at wisdom and doesn't have perception in a dungeon where like there's obvious perception
Traps and
thresholds.
stuff. Like I am often the most perceptive. I am a fighter. How do I have a higher passive perception than a monk?
That's why I say, Brock, you're so much like Clint McElroy. Not like that you don't know how to play, but just in that you always choose story first, and I respect that.
Yeah, I do. I kind of just build it around that. And I kind of stick to the things that would make sense to the story of that character. You know what I mean? It's otherwise I'm just building the same character all the
you're
time.
literally a drunk.
We're a different race. Yeah.
Why perception?
Yeah.
So you can.
I don't care. I'll deal with it when it happens.
Jackie Chan gets surprised literally all the time. He's just so great at dealing with it.
Perception is taste and smell too, man. It's not just seeing stuff.
She is
You taste. You taste. the
spoken
booze
like
good or
someone who's never been a
highly
line
perceptive.
cook.
Yeah.
I have not.
Yeah, imagine having
Also,
your
did you-
taste and
did you
smell
have-
still when you're smoking that many cigarettes and doing that many drugs.
Yeah. Drinking all the time.
Yeah, you only
Get
have
your
one
tongue
sense.
tattooed.
Yeah.
Barely have their sense of touch. All right.
Did you read?
Yeah, we are back on. Everything's on. I
love to
checked.
see it.
So yeah, basically this time around, to get around it, going to the BRB thing doesn't have Discord sound, so no one hears you. I just flip my mic up for that. But you guys are all back. At least I hope so. Let's check the BRB one. No, I think you guys were just going that whole time. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, whatever.
Thank God I didn't say anything sus.
Yeah, you would be a bad person to be hot mic'd. Like, it's just you saying some absolutely terrible things. All right, yeah, you guys just womp this fucking. Literally, he does 0 damage. He walks over here menacingly and dies. What would you like to do?
Yeah, he did try to like, stance up, but I just kind of clowned him. This is gonna make me feel terrible. I just spent an hour attuning to this thing. It's really cool. But you know what? It's a +2 weapon. I've got a +3, and a DC 15 con save is really easy to succeed for most monsters. I'm gonna put this 9 life Stealer longsword that I just got into the hand of the statue.
Yeah, you like the hand that it materialized up out of the ground. You set the sword in it. What do you put in the hand? The blade or the hilt?
I put the hilt. Yeah, like he's. Oh shit.
Yeah,
Fuck.
You touch the blade and the inky blackness that's all over it. It just leaps at the opportunity to start climbing all over you. It's kind of gross. It's just like watching what Babel does to people, and then you kind of like. You're going to hand it over properly, and you kind of hastily give it over at that point. You set the hilt down in the hand, and it clasps around it, and it just sinks back into the floor. Then the gate, blue energy, like a fucking Stargate, opens up, and this gate is open.
Into the wild blue yonder, so to speak.
Into the abyss.
Okay, cool.
Oh shit, we're going. All right.
To war.
Level 23. Oh, you love
We
to see it.
begin the final floor.
Oh wait, shit.
Oh my
we
God,
didn't go
my
back to that
boys.
archmage and get rewards for killing her
Dungeon
family.
of the Mad Mage.
It's been 2 years of our lives.
It's been a long time. Let me see. In the Discord, I pinned a note that was like, we started Fandelver July 13th, 2021. So, yeah, not quite 2 years. A year and a half since that first campaign. We started Mad Mage, October 17th, 2021.
Man, Fitz is just slightly
We've had a
younger
good
than
time.
my son.
No, but to hit,
Yeah, man.
you know, honestly, October 17th to now, like, that's only a year and 4 months, right? 5 months?
Oh yeah,
Not even a year and a half yet.
just climbing through it.
Yeah, you know. We did skip some of the drow floors after you guys TPK'd on floor 10, though. We did skip the other floors that were basically just floor 10 again. I forgot about that. So maybe we would have added another 6 sessions on there if we had slogged through those. But we didn't. All right, so you guys reach into this. You open the door, and there's a flickering rune that begins. Columbus. All of you, please roll me d20s.
Oh,
Odd
it's a
numbers are
group
bad.
1.
Oh my god.
Are we not supposed to be seeing anything?
You
I
should.
see gray.
Oh, you guys should be able to see
I just see a
stuff.
black screen.
Odd number.
You guys should be able to
Question.
see stuff. So that's weird.
Oh, odd number.
This is a dumb. How do you d20 -1?
What? What?
Pierre rolled the d20 -1 somehow.
Did you just? He must have just had a -1 sitting on the
Yeah.
dice tray or something. He's
Oh,
just
maybe.
trying to trick us. He's like, look, I got an
No.
even number. No, you didn't, you motherfucker.
I can only roll evens.
You
It's a monk
French
thing.
bastard. Okay, well, you know, listen.
I assume I can't indomitable this.
Karambos. The good thing that happens to you guys when you roll damage, you can re-roll any of the damage dice once, and you must use the new rolls, after which the boon effect ends. For the bane effect, for those of you who read odd numbers, please give me wisdom saving throws.
Nice. Oh, yeah.
Okay, save.
Gnarly. 17,
Wisdom.
18.
16,
Pierre,
26.
you succeed. Balgrim, you fail. You're under the effects of the confuse spell.
With the 18.
Oh,
Jesus
yikes.
Fucking Mad Mage.
Yeah, I know.
You think it's one of his fucking apprentices casting this stuff? They're also all 9th level spells. So, ninth spellcasters. Yeah, you're confused, my man. All right.
Man.
Also, you begin looking around this room. Can you guys see yet on your screens?
I can see
Yeah.
gray. I think
Yeah, I see my guy. I got my night vision.
Okay, but you can
I got my
see.
superior dark vision.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see the hallway.
Yeah, I can see by night vision if it's not lit.
Yeah, there's no light here at all. But you guys all have dark vision of some kind. Stephen Dark can see perfectly fine in color because his player takes Devil Sight on every character, without fail. All his characters have Devil Sight. Eldritch, he'll take the feat if he has to. He will have Devil Sight at all times. You know, I respect it. My man just wants to see in color, and I can't blame him.
I feel like I take tough 90% of the time, so I can't knock them.
Yeah, you can't. You're also one of those
I
guys.
can't even lie.
You
Like,
can't even play a
every
class that's
single
not
thing.
Warlock for more than 2 weeks, Jim.
Warlock's rad.
It's very
That's
fun.
true, though.
It is good. All right, so you
I
erupt
made a
from
point to
this.
stay away from Warlock and Fighter, and I did it.
So you erupt from this Stargate. You turn around, and the north wall, it has this stone arch. You know, it's still got Hallister's visage looking right at you. And there's a statue on the other side of the room. It's, you know, it's life size. It's fully painted. It looks just like Hallister perched atop a 4-foot tall granite plinth. He's kind of sitting there like a vulture. So like his knees are most of the way up, and his arms are stretched out so those robes kind of look like wings. And he's just kind of looking at you like, you know, if he weren't trying to be so dramatic, it would kind of look like he was just taking a shit, right? But he's just leaning there, looking right at you. This wooden statue of him. And there's also, you know, just a bunch of frescoes all over the wall. North and south walls. East, they display these magically animated images of Hallister performing just mundane activities. He's like stretching, he's juggling, sweeping, just trying to escape from a straitjacket, doing handstands, shadow boxing. Just Just a bunch of silly Halisters all over the place.
He's a very vain man.
Yeah, he's got a lot of these.
He bobs and weaves.
I suppose. Can you unpause the game so we can move around? Thank you. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna shadow box him.
He begins
Left or right?
shadow boxing.
Pardon?
I said you begin shadow
Left or right?
You do
Left
that.
or right? Well,
You know, class.
eeny,
That's one of the
meeny,
best things. What is it? The Harmon Quest or whatever, right? I love his DM where you're like, I do so and so, and he's like, yeah, you do that. You know? That happens. You begin moving to the right.
Eeny, meeny, miny, moe. Worked out. Oh god. There's a gray fella over there.
You begin walking and you look off to your left, and in unison, you see this animated like piece of armor just look straight at you, and then you hear clink, 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 as armored heads begin swiveling in your direction. Everyone roll initiative.
Oh yeah. Helmed horrors. Thank God you're not a warlock.
It's fine.
What? Why do they offer magical items to you?
Helmed Horrors, he's metagaming
Yes.
to let you know that Helmed Horrors are completely immune to force damage.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, they're literally.
They're a low-level warlock's
Eldritch
nightmare.
Blast.
Listen,
Yeah.
I know there's some DMs who'll be like, oh, don't tell the stats, but I mean, like, listen, guys. You're on floor 23 of Mad Mage. They've fought some Helmed Horrors before, and also, knowing the stats doesn't change anything. If I think your character wouldn't know that, I'll just make you roll. And if you get it wrong,
Well-
you'll do the wrong thing.
I appreciate it because Draconic Transformation's breath weapon is force.
Yeah, well, you definitely don't know anything about this.
I know.
All right, Pierre, your turn. You hear Balgrim turns to the right and just go. You can tell he's just about to mutter a curse word or something, but you're ready to spring into action.
Right. 5. Which way are they?
Bottom left.
What's your
Towards
perception?
the bottom?
What's your perception?
Like down.
Passive 13.
You can see that he's looking in this direction, but you don't hear anything really.
Okay. Shit, what did I just do? The 5, 10, 15, 20.
Just unfocused eyes wandering around.
Why won't it let me? There we go. 45.
Because we play on Friday, and so Foundry does a really great job of making sure that Joe can play, being on the Forge, but we are also playing on Friday nights. It's like the peak time for people playing, so there's like a little bit of lag just from that, but you know, it's better than Joe just straight up not be able to play half the time. All right, you erupt around this corner, and these helmed horrors, these suits of armor, begin drawing their swords and looking straight towards you. They start floating off the ground.
Next. Over here. I'll do flurry of blows on this guy.
Have you taken your flurry of blows yet?
No.
He makes an opportunity attack against you.
Oh, he has 10-foot reach?
Were you attacking him from 10 feet away?
Yep.
All right, cool. No, then he doesn't.
Okay. Oh, right.
Sorry,
My
I was
flurry
looking at
blows
some
only
other
has-
shit. I didn't notice that you were a little farther away. My bad.
So I'm here, but I'm going to move here just to get my flurry of blows attacks, and I'll move back, okay? Just because for some reason my flurry of blows is only 5 feet.
Flurry of blows like a feature? Is it in the features section or something? What are you clicking on to make that happen?
My, it's on my toolbar, like on the bottom, my hotbar.
Is it just unarmed
But-
strike?
No, I'm actually clicking Flurry of Blows the first time, so it uses up the key point, and then I use Unarmed Strike for my second attack.
Yeah, I just gotta make sure. If I can just find where that is. Oh, there it is. I'll just set its range to 10 feet, and then you won't have to worry about that anymore.
Okay.
Range 10. For those watching, it's not weird monk stuff that makes it 10 feet. He's just a bugbear.
That's right.
Wrong wind.
Bugbears are like incredibly OP from like just physiological perspective. They're big, strong, stealthy, have long arms. Like it's like why? Yeah,
Like just like optimized gorillas.
just apex predator bugbears. All
So
right.
I hit with 31. I crit, but it didn't do any damage.
Oh yeah, that's interesting.
It popped up for me. I assume it was like.
It should work. I'm assuming your Flurry of Blows attack just must not be set to magical. This fucking annoying, this Flurry of Blows thing. You know, you having 3 different punch buttons feels a little excessive. It is
true.
a feature. Is magic item? Where can I set this? There's gotta be a way to set this to magical. Melee weapon attack. Normally there's an is magical button I can click. Do this. Can you do another one attack, and then I'll let you just roll the extra d10 on top at the end. Just do
another Flurry of Blows?
Click the Flurry of Blows button, and you can give yourself the key point back. I just want to see if it works.
I just won't consume the resource. but
Yeah, exactly. Perfect. Yes, this one works.
so it did it there.
I set it to magical effect. So go ahead and
So I'll
roll
just
another
roll.
d10, and I'll add that damage on.
Roll.
Yeah, it's just because your Flurry of Blows feature. Ooh, no, I'm a
10.
full 10, baby.
Plus my surprise attack.
Which also gets doubled.
Extra
Right?
5.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah. I
you
guess it
crit,
would,
you
wouldn't
can
it?
roll that twice. Bugbears. They're overpowered. Let your players play them anyway, because they might die.
And I'm going to, before I leave, that last one, I'm going to try to make a stunning strike.
Sure. You're the man with the buttons.
And he succeeded. So I was here.
Yeah, you go to you're like, where are the organs? You go to pinch nothing.
Yeah. So I'm going to move 1 back.
Where is this
Yes.
suit of armor's kidney? I can't find it.
I'm standing right in front of them. There we go. A little help, boys.
Yeah,
Enter.
you're literally like the Tasmanian devil as you spin around. Your long ass arms, your fur.
Crash
Yes, yeah, it's
You are just the Tasmanian devil. Oh, really? That's annoying. Let me just do a thing here. Sorry, these things they have vision, and that's really annoying for me. Perfect, there we go. So for those watching, I have a module called Token Mold, and part of my config is to turn off the Has Vision setting, because by default tokens you put onto the screen in Foundry will have vision, but they won't have, say, 60 feet dark vision or whatever. So then you click on them and you can't see anything. So it's often easier to just select all and turn their vision fully off, and then just, you know, kind of track vision in your head while not losing color or range or anything like that. So that's what I did. Anyway, this helmed horror just floats into the air. Just starts, kind of hovers into the air as it flies upwards at an angle, and it's about 10 feet in the air, and it starts striking down at you.
Okay.
A couple of longsword attacks from above.
Oh, crit.
Hold on.
No, I refuse.
I'm gonna see really quick.
You're surprised you don't have a react. No, I'm just kidding.
Runic Shield.
What's that one do again?
Let me post it. Fucking reaction. Just.
When a creature you can see within 60 feet is hit by an attack roll, you can use to make him re-roll. All right. Do you have a reaction or something that you haven't clicked yet? All right, there you go. So the 11 damage. We're just gonna undo that, and he's gonna attack again. See if he hits this time. Imagine I just get another 20.
My luck.
That'd be beautiful.
That 11
Still gets the 11 anyway. So his first
Fucking-
attack, he goes to swing at you, and there's just this like this flashing light, almost like one of the Elder runes, as his sword scrapes across it. But the rune is just not quite big enough, and he pulls down the sword, and it clashes into you anyway. Then he takes another thrust and stabs you through the thigh.
Sometimes, man, he just fucking does the same damage and your runic shield meant nothing.
Yeah, sometimes that does happen. Another one flies up on you, still 10 feet in the air. And he also begins longswording you.
Longsword.
Both of them seem to take like angles opposite of you. They're trying to hedge you in and leave room for the other ones to fly in underneath from the looks of it. They definitely seem significantly more intelligent than, say, when you fought like armored suits. There seems to be some level of intelligence and tactics to these things, as opposed to just punch the nearest thing. Stephen Dark, it's your turn.
I'll just wait 1 sec there, because since the last one hit me, I'm going to use my reaction to do Tipsy Sway, and he has to hit his buddy. Or try to hit his buddy.
Cause that attack to hit one creature of your choice. What do you roll against you? 17. So he goes to you, like kind of deflect the blow. You lean right back. You use your claws of your nails to kind of press up against the blade, up against him, and it just scrapes across the pauldron of this one, but it doesn't seem to take any damage. But you do not take any damage. Your turn, Steven. It seems like this thing's AC is higher than 17.
Okay. Cool.
But you stop that damage. Your turn, Steven. Mr. Dark.
I am going to steady aim.
Mm-hmm.
So I can get that juicy advantage.
Now remember, you can't move.
I know. Now, can I move after I shoot?
No, you can't move.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure.
You cannot use steady aim unless you have not moved yet, and it sets your speed to 0.
Oh.
Listen, I know I seem unreasonable here, chat. It's been months that he's been playing this character now.
I have heard this question before.
You shoot your crossbow. They're kind of doing this little dance. The sword's moving all over the place as Pierre drunkenly moves out of the way of these things, and you just kind of shoot it right between the wedges, and you hear it ricocheting inside of him. Go ahead and give me your sneak attack damage.
Still has pips on the fucking dice.
Can I turn those 2 1? Can I re-roll those 2 1s, or is it just
what
one
feature do you
dice?
have that lets you do that? Karambos?
A boon from the door, yeah.
Karambos,
Yeah,
if you would like to, you can re-roll any number of those dice. There's a 2 in there too. Do you want to re-roll 3 of them?
Yeah, I'll re-roll 3.
All right, so 1, 1, and 2 is 4, and you roll 9 instead. So I'll just subtract an extra 5 damage off as you expend your Karambos rune. And do that. Oh yeah, Balgrim, you're confused at the beginning of this turn. Right, I forgot about that. I probably shouldn't even let you move down there. That's fine. It doesn't matter.
Did that. Okay. Yep, I'm 10.
All right, this helmed horror. Why is this one missing health? What? Oh, you ran up and punched it and then ran.
I ran up and hit it, yeah.
It moves directly underneath this other one, so I'll just kind of leave it there. And it begins attacking you as well. It's nice that you can have multiple combats in Foundry because your damage and shit just happens, So it starts slashing into you. Babel, it's your turn. You make eye contact, even though you don't have eyes, with Balgrim for a second, as he looks nervously around. As he sees these monsters and, clearly is ready to cock his hammer up. But then just something comes over him. Here you go.
Oh, no. Alright, well then I'm gonna cast Calm Emotions on him.
On Balgrim?
Yeah.
Yeah, Balgrim is looking squirrely, which is not the description you would ever use for Balgrim before right now.
Alright, just 1 second then, sir. I'm gonna try to... Oh, I can't scroll it.
Balgrim, this motherfucker's casting spells on you. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, you cast Calm Emotions, and Balgrim is indifferent to you. No, I'm assuming, does this remove Confused? Like, what is this?
I don't.
Oh, sorry. I thought he was feared or something. I guess I wasn't paying attention. It removes Charmed or Frightened.
No, he's confused, which I don't think is a charm effect. Let me take a look, though, real quick. It never hurts to double check. There's a lot of people. who want to make decisions in the moment. And I think that's a really great choice. But also the internet is here, and it takes like a fucking second to look this shit up. When an affected creature can't take... yeah, it doesn't look like you're actually
it just says
confused.
unaffected target.
Yeah, but I think it's very reasonable that you would still do that, though. Do you? I don't want to make you
I think I would still do that.
You try and calm him down, and one thing I will say is just that no one's anxious anymore. Everyone's feeling pretty good. Honestly,
it's nice.
This is nice.
I'm gonna roll my save. I passed, so I'm feeling anxious still for everyone. And did I hit any enemies with that?
Absolutely not. No.
Okay.
It was another battleship moment.
Yeah, just touching them.
Well, that was a role-playing battleship, so I'm owning it.
Yeah.
We're here for it.
No, that was great. These Hound Horrors continue to swarm all over Pierre like fucking ants with swords.
I can't see any of that.
Sword ants, if you will.
Swants.
Yeah, I'll allow it. Swants.
I will on Swants.
Swants. But yeah, they're really getting in here on Pierre, who has a lot of hit points. Because I can't stress this enough, he is level 17.
It might look a little fraught here, but he's not in as much danger.
So this one flies 10 feet over top of the one that just attacked you. And also begins attacking you.
I can't stress enough that I've seen this man 1v1 a 9th level caster, like 9th level spellcaster, a dragon, and an alpha crick.
Yeah, 1v3.
Yeah, 1v3.
Alright, this one also fucking runs up on you. Swords, baby. Tanking works, guys. You should have someone who will tank.
I would love to just be the guy that gets to have a fireball in there right now, but
you're not. Balgrim, give me your confusion roll, which is I think 1d10.
It's a d10.
Yeah.
I think it's on a 9 or a 10. I get to make my turn normally.
Yeah, probably. I just looked up. Everyone on YouTube is watching me look up the thing I just looked up a second ago. Trust me, I'm a professional, literally. All right.
Just to be safe.
All right, you roll a 9. On a 9, yeah, you can just move and act normally. The calm emotions comes over you, and for a brief moment, you're kind of grossed out by this pile of ooze with a tadpole in it, and you're like, ugh, and it brings you back to clarity for a sec.
Yeah.
And there's a whole literal swarm of helmed horrors over there. They take half damage until you reduce.
5, 10, 15. So I'm gonna. Oh shit. Fine. Okay, hold on.
The snipping tool is the greatest thing in existence.
10.
Because you can do stuff like this.
Jesus Christ. Okay, so I don't even know where to start with throwing shit in here, but fucking I'm gonna start because
yeah, you throw into the pile. Would you like to roll 1d6 and see who you attack? No, I'll allow that because it's hilarious.
This guy looks kind of dented.
Yeah, this thing, his whole armor just scatters across the room.
Does he fall on his buddy at all, or
no?
Okay. Not enough weight in his individual armor bits.
I mean, no, there is. It's just the force of your hammer just scatters them, like you're using a fucking gravity weapon in Half-Life.
Fucking 1-7. You like to see that?
Jesus
fucking.
Christ.
Sometimes I just hit shit real hard, man.
CR4.
And he's pushed back 5 feet for no reason. Thanks, Crusher.
That happens.
And I just fucking facepalm. I didn't Giant's Rune there, but that doesn't matter because I'm going to Hill Rune. Because I want to.
Gaining resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, slashing damage. Yeah, you fucking pony up, man. You walk up there and you steel yourself. You can see this kind of like the parts of his skin that are exposed kind of leather up a little bit. They become more lined and wearied, and it just toughens up.
And can I sneak into the... It won't let me move into the slot right below me.
Yeah, you can do that. That's fine. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. It's probably because even though the walls look like, yeah, they have like, so the people who wall this do a really good job of putting like the physical restraints out here, but having only the vision be restrained in here so that you can still see the walls. Yeah, they did a great job. But anyway, yeah, I'll move you in there, no problem.
That ends my turn.
All right, Pierre, you're ready to tatsu your way out. People talk about high-level monks being bad, and when are you ever going to get to make 7 attacks? When are you ever going to make 5 flurry blows attacks against 5 different creatures? Every single combat in Mad Mage, that's when they're all like this.
All right, so I didn't get that guy, so I got to go flurry blows here.
And you get 5 more.
Nope, not stunning strike. It'll be 5 total, so flurry blows.
Well, you get 2 quarter strikes, and then you can take 1 flurry of blows against each creature there.
Yeah. Boom.
Boom. Crunch.
So unarmed strike, I guess, so I don't use the resources.
Yeah, these are like all stacked right on top of each other. I just kind of move them to the side, so it'd be easier for you to click the ones you're trying to hit. So do you actually just straight up look like the Tasmanian Devil when you fight, or what?
Pretty much.
Yeah. Was that what you were going for? It didn't occur to me until today.
Well, when I'm in combat, I guess, yeah. It's almost like you can't tell if it's my foot or my hand coming at you, basically, because I have that slurry sway about me.
Does fit Dust Cloud.
I was getting real One Piece vibes, but that's the stuff that I brought to the table.
I grew up with racist Looney Tunes.
I'm gonna back up.
The Looney Tunes ones straight up have disclaimers being like, "This is incredibly racist, fellas," but go ahead, go enter at your own risk.
Yeah, I mean, but water's not fine, but here it is.
Still here, you know.
Oh, just was on the other screen. There we go. Wink.
The woke people don't want to watch it because it's bad. And the right wings don't want to watch it because it has a disclaimer at the front. It's nothing wrong with it. All right, this Helm Tor floats around you. He gains a flanking bonus. Just kidding. We don't do that here. He tries to stab you.
Nice. What if, but you're so sexy. Yeah, what if he hit his friend, actually?
There's no one else within 5 feet of him. But it's a cloud rune. The damage is within 30 feet of me. Have you? Yeah, you had your turn. You haven't used any of your reactions yet. That's no problem. Yeah, that absolutely happens. So is it the 6 damage? What was the attack roll? Was it crit? 12 points. Oh yeah, because you're resistant. Which one you wanted to redirect to?
The guy that's almost dead.
This one in the back here?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it goes to attack you, and it just kind of, you're like a pile of mud. You know, when something crunches into mud, it just kind of slurps away. That kind of happens, and then your skin bounces back, and this thing over here just fucking explodes.
You love to see it, man.
This thing looks incredibly nonplussed by that and just attacks you again.
Oh no!
They say C, loser.
7 damage. Jesus Christ! How come when they roll nat 20s they roll worse than when they fucking roll normally? I hate these goddamn things.
Well, you know, they hate you too. Mr. Stephen Dark, your turn. Hey, wait a second. When you're confused, can you take reactions?
Oh, son of a bitch.
You cannot.
You rolled a 9, though, didn't you?
Can't take reactions. No, he just doesn't have reactions.
Hey man, you're the one with access to the fucking spell.
Heads up.
I take 6 damage, and that guy's not alive.
Fuck. Take your 6
I'm gonna actually give myself that cloud rune usage back then. And actually that runic shield. I don't think that did anything anyway. That won't do it.
Fireball. Here, let's do this. I'll give you the reaction symbol so that it's obvious that you don't have reactions. Sound good?
Thank you. Yeah, that's good.
Sorry about that.
That's all good. I forgot to. Should have known before.
Well, it's because normally I would put a confusion effect on you. It just doesn't. I don't seem to have like a good confuse effect here. Let me give you one of these. Give you the nice fireball, by the way. Good shit.
3 fails.
Alex, they should have had Oh, never mind. No, that's if I'm hidden.
None of them take any damage. Seems they are all immune to the fireball spell.
God damn it. I wasn't going to do it either, and I figured that. Damn it.
Happens, man.
Here, let me privately write out the 3 spells that they're all immune to real quick so that people don't think I'm cheesing you. Writing them out right now. Oops. I think that just went publicly. Well, let's delete that. Now I have to change it. I was like, I'm on private. Didn't work.
Do any of us even have those?
No, I picked those a while ago. Babble, your turn.
Oh,
You know me, I don't like to meta game against you guys, unless it's like an incredibly intelligent enemy, in which case I love to meta game against you guys.
Okay, well, you know what? Let's go ahead and cast Chain Lightning on these guys.
He's immune to chain lightning, actually. No, I'm just kidding.
We'll see. We'll see. Alright.
My girlfriend just keeps sending me Pedro Pascal TikToks.
I must target 1 token, but it's a multi-destruction.
Yeah, I'm just going to fix that for you. How many are you trying to target right now?
I think 4 is the limit. Let me take a look at the spell again.
Yeah, it's got to be more than that. It's 1 plus 4 additionals, right? Is it 5 total?
Oh, yeah. So
let me see here. Okay. Leaps from that target to as many as 3 others. No, it's 4 total. You're totally right. Okay, I'm just going to set it to 4. So you can do that in Foundry. The problem is Foundry wants you to target 1, and then it wants you to try and target all the X3. It is quicker to just set it to 4, so I'll just do that. You can go ahead and target all 4 and blast away.
Spells, Chain Lightning.
This one over here is feeling incredibly smart. So it's funny, there's this... You can see like this little hole in him kind of form, and there's like an electric charge kind of sparks in and out of it. You know, in all those like Jimmy Neutron videos, right, where it zooms into his head and there's sparks and molecules moving, right? It's literally just like that. And it arcs across the room, and these things just... Pieces of armor go flying everywhere. It's going to be a dexterity saving throw, Balgrim.
Oh yeah.
And as this goes off, you guys hear Brain Blast.
19, I fail.
I rolled a dex save privately for a Helm Tour. You got a 19. But anyway, all these pieces of armor just scatter all over the place. One, we dip out of the way as one dongs into the wall behind you. I wasn't going to do damage or anything. It was just cosmetic. Alright, cool. Anything else there, Babel? Where's your Brain Blast?
I'm all done. Yeah, Brain Blast is accomplished.
Brain Blast accomplished. This Hound Horror steals itself. Literally. As it approaches you and slashing it with his longsword.
Don't care. Still don't care.
Well, you know, it tries to get you, but you're confused. Give me a D10.
Yeah. Let's hope I get the fucking move in a random direction one.
Wasn't Pierre confused too, actually? Fuck.
Passed. I passed. I had like a 23 or
oh, yeah, you failed. Yeah. Like, you rolled the odd, but then you passed the save. Yeah. 1. Roll me a fucking D8. Top middle is 1. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. So you go south.
Into the wall.
So, yeah, you can't move. You're kind of, this guy's in your way.
Nice.
You don't take an action. Pierre,
yeah, no, I just ended my turn, yeah.
Nice job. You did it.
I did it. I remembered how confusion works.
I'm looking right at it, and I still struggle. All right, Pierre.
I'm gonna go right up there.
Come over and beat these things so they don't kill me.
I'm gonna give my best shot. Also, too, one thing. I just want to talk about Tipsy Sway for a quick sec.
Sure.
Just the way it's worded, right? It says, when a creature misses you with a melee attack roll, you can spend a key point as a reaction to cause that attack to hit another creature of your choice. I didn't know, like...
Okay, I thought it was one of them requires you to use the attack roll. I think it's your rune that just makes the attack roll against the other creature, right, Palgrim?
Yeah, it doesn't actually re-roll. It just takes their roll and applies it to the next guy.
Oh, right. Yeah, yours just automatically hits, for sure. Yeah, that should have happened.
So next time we'll just get him. Yeah,
you're right. I got that confused with Balgrim's ability, which just applies the current roll to the armor class of the other creature. So that's my bad. I won't do that again. I don't think it really affects us.
I just want to double check just to make sure I wasn't confused.
No, you're totally right.
Which happens quite often.
So. It just hits. Yeah,
that's good. I mean, that makes sense to me. I like that personally. I think it's better.
I mean, it's similar to mine, except...
Man, imagine a T-Rex tries to bite you and you tipsy sway that straight
exactly.
straight into Newman on the toilet.
Cloud Rune did...
sorry, Justin, that's a joke about the early 90s movie Jurassic Park, in which a character, Newman, also in a 90s sitcom, not actually called Newman, he gets eaten by the dinosaur.
Oh, yeah.
On the toilet.
And he also...
Thank you.
And he also has a computer virus that goes,
Oh, God, that's so annoying. You triggered me right now. I was just like, oh, so visible. It made me upset.
I just want to remind you how he earned his death.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I do hate Newman. And whatever his name was in Jurassic Park.
Yeah, thankfully, or I suppose unfortunately, I am indeed too young to have ever seen a movie that came out before I was born, so...
God. All right, Helmed Horror begins horroring all over you with its longsword.
Oh God, it's horroring time.
Man-made horrors beyond comprehension. Literally just a suit of armor swinging a sword at you. You're actually pretty effective at stopping people from swording you.
What's your AC?
It's 22.
Just bleary-eyed, like spinning around, like
I'm confused. I'm like, what am I even doing? Where am I? Just
you are just wearing plate armor, though. Like, to be clear, it is hard to hurt a man in plate.
And fucking
Steven, your turn.
Oh.
It bothers me that your name's just Steven. I'll say it every week.
Every day I come into this silly little game and I look at your silly little name and it makes me mad.
I don't know. Pierre's art bothers me more than Steven's name. I hate your art so much. All right, yeah, you fucking obliterate. Somehow your crossbow bolt absolutely demolishes this suit of armor. It strikes right through and scrapes across the Eldrick, the Alphonse Eldrick style-esque blood seal on the inside, and it just collapses into a pile.
I still hate the pips on his dice, man. I can't handle that.
That's just you. Pips
we all got our thing.
Dude.
My thing is sound effects.
Oh, here's a T-Rex.
Ancient fucking... There's some more ancient Canadian lore for you. Heritage moments. Sir, fucking sound effects cartoon commercial. All right, anything else, Steven? You cannot move. You've used your bonus action and your action, so...
I thought I hit unturn.
All right, Babel, your turn. You've been some pretty strong emotional support as well as, lightning blaster. What would you like to do?
Firebolt.
Yeah, sometimes it just be like that. Holy shit, that's a lot of dice. You'll have to see it.
Yeah, you kind of superheat this little bit of your own glob and flip it off towards him, and it sears a hole straight through him like a magma rock into a piece of into a pile of snow, and the outer armor just clatters to the ground.
You just know me. That's exactly what I would have said.
Balgrim, give me a D10.
Yeah, sick.
Yeah. 7.
7? We all know what that does. You need to make a melee attack against a randomly determined creature within your reach. I feel like you throw just as effortlessly as you melee attack. Don't you?
In fact, I throw a little bit better.
I feel like you throw even. Now, listen, I understand that the rules as written is that it's a melee attack, But
100%. He throws like butter.
I feel like you're gonna throw a hammer at Steven right now, don't you?
I turn around and I'm like, shit, there's another one, and just full on hug this. You're not even wearing armor, as far as I know.
Hurl the dwarven thrower, and you kind of snap to your senses right before it crushes into Steven. Oh, actually, never mind. You rolled 17. That definitely hits. Steven, you're gonna uncanny dodge that.
Yeah.
Highly recommend it. All right, he throws a hammer, and you're like coming to right as it's about to crunch into him. And you're like, oh shit! And you go to recall the hammer, and as his neck whips back from being hit, mostly. All right, Pierre, your turn. Listen, you see, this is another moment we post on Reddit. They'll be like, "You're a monster! How dare you
do that? How dare you add another D8 to my damage?"
All right, Pierre, you don't want to do anything about this dwarf?
Well, he's confused, right?
Yeah, he seems confused. Yep, for sure.
Can I just go up and try to shake it out of him?
Yeah, you can try that for sure.
Like, you know, slap across the face. Yeah. Wake up, my friend. I take some of my booze and I throw it in his face.
Give me a...
Yeah, what do I do with that?
How wretched is
you actually have been supposed to be giving me wisdom saving throws. Go ahead and give me 3 wisdom saving throws, Balgrim.
Oh, he might snap out of it anyways. Okay.
Listen, your character's your character. You play him whatever way you want. But if it's not called bug juice, I'm gonna riot.
5. Dude, I don't even know. Depending on the DC, I don't think I can actually.
The DC is 22, so
I cannot succeed it.
All right, you go to splash him out of this. You like shake him a little bit. You throw some booze in his face. He gets to make an additional wisdom saving throw, which he cannot succeed at. But you did it, man.
I'll give you the help action.
All right, let's snap through. Is anyone gonna do anything to try and stop Balgrim, or are you guys just gonna let him roll 60
I am gonna shoot. I am shooting at Balgrim.
Why? Okay, Steven.
Hey,
He threw a hammer at me.
Steven, stop that. He's confused. You're being.
All right, Steven.
Why?
You do what you want to do.
I feel like shooting at me while I'm confused is a good way to get me.
No, stop it. All right, everybody, stop it. I'm gonna polymorph him into just a little rabbit.
That's a fucking great idea. Go ahead and
that is a really good idea.
Cast polymorph on him.
I would love to be a rabbit.
How many times have we just had a session deteriorate into a 2-hour PvP? At least twice.
Not today. Listen. That's why I made a good boy.
Yeah. So,
sometimes good boys just...
We're just getting stuff done.
Yeah, you turn into... you just turn... What, a squirrel, did you say?
A rabbit in a hat with a bat and a 6-foot Impala.
Okay. Sure.
That's a lot of words.
Well, that's just... yeah, oh my god. I keep aging... I'm just aging myself rapidly. Rapidly on the stream. But, yeah, just the rabbit. But with no other reference that nobody would understand this because I'm old.
Well, listen. There's no rabbit in D&D Beyond, so he's gonna turn into a rabbit with the stats of a rat.
Nice. Well, listen, I've never seen. Anyway, he's never seen a rabbit, so this is what he thinks a rabbit might look like. It's just a rat.
Remember those things that kept gnawing on the cork of my vase? They look just like that. A rabbit.
Yeah.
Yeah. You turn. You get turned into a rat. Oh, is there a hair? Oh yeah, I didn't even think.
Yeah, I found a hair. Oh, it's in Icewind Dale.
I probably have it. No, I have a hair for sure. Give me a sec here. I'll fix that.
Oh, it's worth it.
I didn't even think to check hair. Smart.
Beautiful.
Yeah,
you just know that because
Icewind Dale, and I just did a fox and the hare encounter.
You know what? Part of me was like, this can't be worth it. But then I see the picture and I'm like, yeah. You know what? That's what I wanted.
Little guy.
And I'm picking him up. I love him.
Yeah.
I imagine I still, as a hare, have like.
You do have confusion. Go ahead and roll me 6 D10s.
6.
He's scared, guys. He's scared.
See if any of them end up with me biting anybody.
Yeah, that's what we're doing. All right, 7. That's attack somebody. 3 is don't do anything. 9 is do whatever you want. 10s, do whatever you want. 9s, do whatever you want. So yeah, he picks them up. Go ahead and make an attack against Babel.
I just let it happen. Don't even try it.
5. I don't even know if hares have an attack they can technically make, but this is -5.
Yeah,
so
he goes to the
4.
gnaw on you, and you just like move your goop out of the way. He seems to calm down after about a minute. He just kind of chills out. He starts just sitting there. You can see that the hair becomes curmudgeonly after about a minute, and you get the feeling that Balgrim has regained his senses.
All right. Well, and I try to look at his eyes and I ask him, "Do you want to be Balgrim again, or do you just want to be my little buddy?"
I think I'm just a hare. Like,
man.
fully
You know what? I honestly,
brained.
he has Psychic Scream, but I straight up want to switch to True Polymorph just from this moment.
Just to delete my character and make me re-roll.
You're a hare now.
Yeah.
I used normal polymorph to turn you into something that couldn't possibly succeed on this save. True polymorph.
I would have to roll a nat 20 to succeed.
Is that the best way to do that? Like, is just
normal polymorph, true
expending
polymorph.
all of your spell slots to normal polymorph something into something that couldn't possibly succeed on the true polymorph save? That's probably actually a good use of it, right?
Polymorph you into a rabbit, and I polymorph that rabbit.
Like you eye bite someone to give them disadvantage on the saves, you turn them into a normal rabbit or something dumb as rocks, and then you true polymorph them into a chair, and then you sit on them for the rest of your life. Yeah. All right, yeah, there's you have a pet Balgrim for an hour, or until he gets attacked, and or you choose to just end it.
Oh no, I'll release it right away. I'm not a monster.
No, you could throw this rabbit into a fight and have me pop out really big, and that would be really.
No, that's super cool. Yeah, let's do that.
Fastball special with the hair.
Balgrim would love that. Does anybody else want to hold Balgrim while he's nice?
Give me the mug.
Yeah,
I'll take him.
You are mentally a rabbit right now. You're just gonna be like.
I'm just chilling, man.
Yeah.
Either that, or I'm trying to fucking run away.
Give me a perception check, please.
Me?
Yeah, Mr. Balgrim Akerdam. Hair.
As a hare, that's just a raw wisdom.
No, it's +1. He has proficiency. You get +1. So you roll an 18. Pierre has a lot of food on him. He's a literal chef. There are spices. Things smell good in here. You start trying to rummage into his pockets and shit.
Oh, I'm full on chewing.
What do you want to do, Pierre?
He's chewing on me. I'm just gonna drop.
He's trying to gnaw on your goodies, your food.
I'm gonna. Well, actually, you know what? I'm gonna give him some rations.
Hey, you start giving him rations.
Or something.
Oh yeah, feed.
Just gonna give him some food, so he stays out of my spices and stuff.
Yeah, he seems thrilled. Yeah, that's good. Steven just wanders down a hallway towards the door.
I want to do my usual, check it for traps and then see if I could hear anything on the other side.
Yeah, give me investigation and perception checks.
Oh, hares don't have fucking dark vision.
Yeah, it's dark as hell in here. Someone can use a light a torch, but you have no way to communicate that to anybody, so sucks to suck. You're nervous.
I'm a rabbit, man.
You are a rabbit. All right. You come over to this door. You look it over. It does not appear to be trapped in any way. You listen. You hear mutterings, globs of water, strange sounds. It's like someone's trying to talk to you inside of a vat of water, but they also don't know who they're talking to. Pierre's player just sends in Discord a cooked hare. Pierre's character is a chef, and he does have exquisitely plump hair.
Flashback to when Gowron tried to cook your dead character, who was a rabbit.
Oh my god! Right, the first ever non-self death in this campaign was Rock, the character who played the guy who's playing Pierre. played a Herringon rogue who got assassinated on the second floor, and then they tried to cremate him with just normal fire. So they basically just made the entire second floor smell like cooked hair. Just awful. Yeah. Just burnt fur and actual smell of rabbit cooking. But yeah, this door seems fine.
Where are we here?
All right, I'm gonna pop it.
Yeah, you pop the door open and you see a very odd sight. This is a 10-foot high room with just wooden shelves covering the wall from floor to ceiling, and that's not that weird. The weird part is that there are just these wide-mouthed jars lining all the shelves, each containing a severed head floating in brine.
Anybody who looks familiar?
There are dwarves, there are elves, there are goblins, there are humans. Let's see. Between you guys, none of these heads look familiar.
So some sort of weird trophy room, maybe?
These heads they're muttering. They look like they're alive. They're unfocused. They float lightly in their jars. They mutter words to themselves. Yeah.
I tried to communicate it.
Well, can I try to pick up anything? I can speak every language or understand everything, so...
It just seems like incomprehensible nonsense.
Okay.
So, what if so far as the hum of the room, at least.
Okay.
Well, I'll drop... I will drop the concentration on polymorph so I can... I need to read their minds.
Yeah, so basically, Babel begins looking hard in one direction, and suddenly this rabbit just starts swelling and darkens in skin, and there's a curled up. You're sitting in rabbit posture on the ground, Balgrim.
I've just actively have lettuce in my mouth.
Yeah, you do. You literally, or probably, I'm assuming Pierre probably has like some jerky or something that he was feeding.
Yeah.
Although if anyone was going to have vegetables down here, it would be Pierre. So it's up to you.
Sorry, Balgrim. You were unstable, so I gave you a vacation from your dangerous form.
I brush myself off and I look at you and I go, "We never talk about this."
All right, certainly.
Absolutely. I'd love to, sir.
Why not?
It's me, Angus. No, I'm sorry. What would you like to do, Babel?
I just take all the characters I like and mash them together, so...
Yeah, that's what D&D is all about, baby. I'm just Merv. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, there's also a little meat wad from Aqua Team Hunger Force in there. There's another one you will get, Justin.
Yeah, Aqua Team Hunger Force. Staying up past 11.
I was a bad boy.
Teletoon at night.
Yeah.
Just Adult Swim before the internet.
So I'm going to try to detect these thoughts. Do these things have thoughts?
Oh my god, absolutely. There's so many thoughts in this room. You begin kind of just sweeping across the room. There's a drow thinking about invaders across the floor. There's how he hates the breath of the chimera. There's a goblin reliving a moment where he falls from the well to the ground to die hundreds of times. There's
no.
There's a dragonborn feeling himself being eaten inside out by spiders. There's a lot of bad memories in this room.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, you start hearing these voices. One of them focuses on you. Oh, hello.
Oh, hello.
How long have you been there? You look into the head, and it's a plain old human, a human woman.
How long have I been in this room?
Yes.
A few moments.
Wow. Jeez, wow, just a few moments. I've been here so long.
Okay. Do you want out?
I don't think I can.
I have no power to release you, but I can speak to you.
Hallister has said that if anyone takes me out of the water, I'll instantly die, but he might be lying.
Do you want to keep going?
Honestly, death sounds quite scary, but also, this sucks. The guy one jar over, it just keeps reliving something I don't want to be a part of. Very uncomfortable.
Honestly, every bone in my body is screaming that it was such a wrong choice for it to be Psychic Scream. This character needs True Polymorph. I need to be able to True Polymorph this head right now.
You want to use your 9th level spell? You want to change it to True Polymorph? If that's on, I don't think that's on the Sorcerer list. Wish
it might not be. I haven't
but
looked.
True Polymorph isn't.
Oh, then don't worry about it. All right.
We try to just maybe smash the heads and put them out of their misery, or what?
Yeah, I'm feeling like this is bad. We should.
No,
make this go
don't
away.
do that. One of the goblins over there says.
Oh, you like being alive?
I don't know, but I mean, I've died a couple times, I think. One time I got summoned. I had my body again. That was cool. There was one really cool guy. But then I got killed, I think. Now I'm ahead.
Interesting.
Life's very confusing here. Hallister sometimes comes in and picks a random jar to just pee in. I don't know why he does it.
He's a petty little man.
It's like a sex room.
Oh, no, he doesn't do that kind of stuff. He just...
Yeah, that'd be depraved.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly,
Peeing
just
in the jars
even
is not
peeing
that
is
bad.
very depraved.
I would deny
Yeah,
it.
he's got it. Honestly, there's connotations there.
Listen, man,
Yeah, he does. We have
you
all
haven't seen what I've seen
his
people
wing.
do with jars.
Wait, what? I don't want to see that.
No.
Jeez. All right. Yeah, a bunch of these fucking heads start looking in your general direction.
You guys have a whole dongle just for reproduction. It's obscene, if you ask me.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm gonna go to each art. The tops of the jars are open, right?
yeah, absolutely.
For shits and giggles, I'm gonna go to each jar and just drop a ball bearing in there.
Mink. You can see it though. You drop one. There's like hundreds of them in here. You drop one into this jar with a drow, and he walks it fall into his cave, and he just looks at you with a nonplussed expression, like, really? And you
At least he has
plop one
something
into
to
the
play
one
with
right
now.
beside it. Yes, that's how that works. Have you ever had fish? We're gonna get poisoned. We're not gonna be okay.
All right. Well, you guys seem pretty cool in here. Anybody wants to not?
Please end it. Kill me.
Okay. I'm gonna put. Can he just psychically? I don't know if he can do that. Actually, doesn't have that. But I'm just gonna start smacking them off the table if they say they want to die. You can hear all their
you
thoughts.
push this fucking drow jar off, and it smashes onto the ground. The head spills out and kind of
Literally,
slurps over to here, and it looks up and goes, and it just dies.
That's beautiful. All right. So any jar, any jar that's experiencing any of those surface level thoughts, he's just giving them that release.
All of the jars, like there's a lot of heads, just their eyes start looking at each other and looking at the dead one on the ground, like, oh, One of them's like, maybe you could just bring me with you. It's
No, there's take it or leave it,
just
guys.
carry the jar with you. I mean, just pick me up.
No, a lot of jars.
Just
Can't
pick-
do that.
yeah,
Morally,
but
don't feel.
Yeah, listen, just me.
I
The
am-
rest of them don't seem to care. Just me, man. Just bring me.
But what do
Listen.
you bring to the table?
No, okay.
I've got a head and a jar, and what
Yeah, but
appears
what
to
if
be
I drop
fine.
You know, morality is really important, but my labor is also important to me. So I'm offering you a one ticket out or not, and
You're
I feel like
offering to kill me. Like, that doesn't.
listen. I'm offering you out or not, and I feel like that's a fairer shake than you've gotten recently.
I'd like to say that it sounds like you think that that's a good deal, but you're expunging your ideals onto me, the person who's in the issue. Have you ever heard about the circle of concern? You're not supposed to complain inwards. You're supposed to complain out.
I'm not trying to.
You're allowed to talk to your friends about how annoying we are, but you can't talk to me about how annoying I am. That's not okay.
Push it off the shelf.
It's like a little human boy, and you just push the shit off the head off. He's like,
shut up.
He was probably.
Yeah, push him right off because first of all,
and he
I'm not
starts
telling to tell
talking
him.
in his head. As soon as the jar hits the ground and shatters, the head just dies. Connection gone.
Yeah, Yeah, that's just confusing. I'm not trying to tell him what to do. I'm just telling him what my offer is.
You hear in your head a dwarf from the other side of the room was like, wow, these guys are assholes. He doesn't say it out loud. He looks nervous because he doesn't want to say anything because he doesn't want to get killed. But he's like, wow, goddamn.
Right. And he hears that and he asks, Fulgrim, sir, that dwarf thought that we were an asshole? Is that the same way as saying it, or is that not the same?
Hey, man, you can't just read a man's mind without his permission.
He also says I can't read his mind without his permission. Does he? Can he tell me what to do?
Well, I think getting into the morality of thinking of somebody's thoughts and then judging them based on that is kind of just wrong.
Well, there's a movie about it.
However,
but you might not have seen it.
Is this a normal dwarf or is he a doer guard?
No, he seems to be a shield dwarf. Yeah.
Get hammered.
You just throw your hammer across the room at this dwarf. He goes, well, listen, I mean, you shouldn't be. Wham! Dead.
I'm not a bad person. I'm just racist.
That makes you a bad person. To be clear, that's his character. Justin understands that makes him a racist. This dwarven head and all the other heads go quiet. You can feel palpable anxiety in your head, Babel. If you comprehend anxiety, you feel lots of it.
You know what? I came in here ready to act with good intentions, and it gets muddy. That trolley problem is real.
You just fucking leave.
Just leave.
Yeah.
Listen, like, I figure...
My name is Veg. I paid 1 gold to escape, and I got pushed to my death.
I will offer this to anybody in this room. If you want freedom and to enter the afterlife or whatever, just let me know. If you don't, see you.
I'm carrying the goblin out with me.
Nobody says, oh, you're going to pick up Veg?
Yeah, I'm taking him with me.
Yeah, you pick up the Veg bottle. He goes, oh, thank God.
I'm going to try to attach it to my hip.
You know, listen, I was out. You know, my whole tribe got killed. I convinced the murderers of everyone I knew to just let me go, that I wanted to turn over a new leaf. And they were all on board. They gave me the money to leave Undermountain. I went up in the bucket. And then Durnan killed me on the spot. Because he's like, oh, fuck, a goblin. They didn't tell anyone that the goblin was coming up. And then the racism killed me. Now I'm trapped here forever as a head.
That sucks.
Well, now you can hang out with me.
Yeah, the water starts splashing out a little bit as you move around. He goes, what do you guys need to do anything? Or, is there anything I can help you with? And then as soon as you walk out the door, the head just starts floating and stops talking. You look down, and it's dead.
Oh, neat.
Can't leave the room. Okay.
You can see that Stephen is visibly saddened by this.
Yeah, and you hear in your head, I sense unhappiness. And he just starts laughing. Wait a minute, where are you guys right now? And then the connection cuts instantly.
Me and you house, boo-boo.
Fucking Mad Mage is about to eat shit. It's about to eat a hammer. I'm gonna clobber.
Are we about to throw down? Listen, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go again.
Steven is hauling ass. He doesn't even check the door this time. He just throws it open.
You sprint into the room, and it's a 30-foot high vaulted ceiling. There's these statues carved to look like 20-foot high purple worm busting up out through the floor in the corner of the room.
Busting.
I think we're going to end this week's session. People are tired. It's been 3 hours. I think we'll call it right there.
Yeah.
After your escapades in the Futurama headroom. That's canon. I didn't write any. That's just in the book.
Oh, really? That's crazy.
Oh no. Oh no, Justin. You're not even old enough to know what that is. Oh god.
Listen, I grew up with unrestricted access to the internet.
I'm so glad I never watched that video, that I was just happy hearing secondhand.
Yeah, I don't even know what that is, so
Yeah.
I don't want to know.
I've heard, I
don't
haven't
want to
seen.
know.
I got around.
Yeah,
that
don't
one.
watch it.
I haven't seen
It's
it,
terrible.
but I do.
All right. Well, listen, it's been a good 3 hours. Anybody who is watching the stream or catches this on YouTube or anything, I appreciate you hanging tight. I run these kind of games weekly for my friends, and I'm going to start doing it online for money. If you're interested, you can go to startplaying.com, look me up, RestOTG, or just shoot me a message on here, whatever you want to do. We'll get you hooked up. I play these games. I've been running them through for years now. I know all the rules. I'll look up anything I don't know. I respect the people in my games, and I want them to have a good time. I make sure their characters have good experiences, and that even when I'm making fun of them, it's what the people want. You know, listen, we're good friends. I know what they're looking for. There's a feeling out process. You know, you don't come in at a year and a half, 2 years of game experience like we do now. If you're new, you play the game that you guys want to play. So thanks for watching. Thanks for coming out. And to my players, thank you for putting up with my nonsense.
Oh yeah, man. Thanks for putting up with our.
As always, a good time.
I got turned into a rabbit. I'm so sad we didn't fastball special. I would have loved to just pop out of the rabbit.
All right, everyone. Have a good Friday night. And yeah, sign up.
Good night.
Bye.
See you guys.